All right. How we doing? How are we doing, folks? I made it for once. I actually made it for once. Hey, awesome. Long time no see. Also, you look 10 years younger. How are you? I'm doing well. I just played some NHL 25 league games, and we lost both games. So, hopefully the Oilers can get a win tonight and make me feel better about that. Yo, what's up, Patrick? Man, been a while, hey? How old am I? I am. I mean, I may not look it because I shaved, but I am 31. What are your thoughts on the Oilers round 1 odds? I will have a lot to talk about with the Oilers playoff odds. Once I have, you'll see the playoff preview that I do. I'm going to do a whole video previewing the Oilers and Kings, and I'll have lots to talk about. But in all honesty, I feel good about the team. What's up, Jonas? Who else did we have? We had Vehicle, we had Elizabeth, JJ Numba, Flamingo, Homeelander, Edmonton Seal, and Danny. Welcome all, welcome all. Thank goodness we got Wallman to cover Matthias Ekholm. Yes. I honestly think Ekholm's probably been dealing with something for a lot of this season. Trying to figure out how I want to word this. I think the team knew that he probably, even if he could play in the playoffs, he wouldn't be 100%. But I think whatever has happened recently has reinforced them getting that left shot D-man that can play top pairing minutes in Jake Wallman. So I'm cramming for a social test that I didn't write any notes for. Oh no! Yo, what's up, Redibles? What's up, Tony? Hi, Austin. Is your playoff beard growing? Yeah, it's going to be growing very, very soon. Very slowly. Very slowly. It takes a long time to grow facial hair for me. An Austin live stream is a treat during finals season. Let's go. Hope your finals go well. I'm wishing everyone the best of luck if you're still in school, whether it's college, high school, whatever it is. Ekholm is getting up there in years 2. It's going to take him longer to get to 100%. That is correct. Yeah, I think Ekholm is, 34, 35 now? I won't be able to watch the game today, but I'm excited to see how Hudson does today. Yes, Quinn Hudson, who the Oilers just signed out of Boston University. He will be in the lineup, but unfortunately, Connor McDavid will not be in the lineup. But we also get a Nugent Hopkins. He'll be back in the lineup too. So, I'm curious to see how the Kings play as well. Are they going to be going full out? Because I think Winnipeg I think their foot was off the gas last night against the Oilers, even though Edmonton played very well. That means no 10 bubble teas and 500 reels. Yeah. Did you watch the Montreal game today? Demidov debuted. Yes, Demidov. I did. I thought Montreal was going to win. I'm actually kind of shocked that they could not hold the lead. The overtime is really boring, too. It's blacked out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, William, this game is on Amazon Prime tonight. Yeah, I knew you meant Demidov. Yeah, Montreal lost in a shootout. What's up, Domi? It's on NHL Network. Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, I guess the Prime thing is Canadian. Gotcha. What's up, Christian? Welcome back. My star, did Dallas lose to Detroit? I haven't taken a look at the out-of-town scoreboard yet, so I have no idea how they're doing. What's up, Gordon? Hi, Austin. I miss you. Hey, I missed you too. But I did promise a couple streams before the playoffs. We'll get one in tonight. We'll do one on Wednesday against the Sharks, and then it's playoffs starting this weekend, Saturday. I'm very excited. Ooh, yikes. Stars. I mean, have you seen the defensive core for Dallas right now, though? They have the offense, but that defensive group is nasty and not in a good way. Exactly. Sail the high seas if the game is blacked out. I think you should ask Ekholm if he could loan you his beard. Yeah, I wish I could grow a beard like Ekholm. Yo, what's up, Lee D's? How you doing? If we beat LA with this lineup, we sweep them in the playoffs. I mean, we'll have to see, but You know, sweeps are very rare nowadays, but I would love it. Yeah, Wyatt Johnston's amazing. Whoa, Mr. NHL, welcome back. He's live. Yes, I made it. I made it. I'm hoping my PC can like handle a full like 2.5, 3 hour live stream. My PC's been acting real weird lately. It'll randomly shut itself down. I tried to play Rainbow Six Siege earlier and it just wouldn't open the game for some reason. So I don't know what's going on. Yo, what's up? What's up, Talkative Introvert? Welcome back live again. Absolutely. It's been 500 billion years since I last went live, but we are here. Nuge still can't grow facial hair either. I love how much of a pirate he looks. Like when he grows that little like mustache and then the little goatee, he looks like a pirate or like a musketeer. PC had the same thing. It was a RAM issue. Okay, well, I'll have to take a look. Like the RAM isn't super old, but I like the clean shaven look, Austin. Thank you. I personally don't like this. I personally don't. I like to have a little scruff. So hopefully the Oilers go on a deep run so that I can grow it out. No, not anymore, Mr. NHL. Not anymore. Also, I had to look up what that even meant the other day. You Gen Alpha kids, I don't know your lingo. Yo, what's up, Colby? Welcome back. How's your day? It feels forever since I last went live. I know, yeah, it was a trade deadline. Was the last time I went live. Your baby face, not beard and mustache, not yet. If the Oilers go on a long playoff run, it'll all be back, though. During the playoff series, we should hire undercover officers to shave every Kings player's beard while they're sleeping. Could you imagine? Adonis, the A-Train, yo, welcome in. What's up, guys? Unfortunately, my Panthers had a bad choke tonight against New York, but hopefully we get Tampa. Let's go. Yeah, the Panthers are going to be Florida and Tampa. That's going to be a crazy series. What's up, Simple? Welcome back. Rough game for a live broadcast, but we'll take it. Yeah, I mean, you never know. I feel good about tonight, though. I'm saying Edmonton's winning, even without Connor McDavid in the line. Mr. NHL, you'd be surprised how much I have to look up nowadays with all of the Gen Z and Gen Alpha slang. Back in my day, I'm like, I got like a walker. I'm like shaking. How old is Austin? I am 31. Boomer. Chicken jockey. I am Steve. Have I gotten any sleep? I can't sleep until we do what we did last night against the Jets. We are asking Janitor to play and to still beat the Kings. Yeah, Janmark. I have promised that if Janmark shoots a puck past a goalie before the end of the regular season, I will do a video solely on Matthias Janmark talking about how he's the best player in the NHL. Let's see if it happens. This is about hockey, not the Minecraft movie. You can't escape the Minecraft memes, though. You can't escape the movie memes. Yo, what's up, Samuel? I think we're still a few minutes from puck drop. There's already 62 people in the live stream right now. That's pretty impressive considering I haven't done a live stream in quite a long time. So make sure to just hit that like button. You say that and then he scores a hat trick against the Sharks. Hey, I would love it. I would love that. Oh, it's been great, Sam. How have you been doing? Oilers realize the odds of taking second place are slim, resting the big boys in case LA is going ribs and knee hunting tonight. Honestly, it's a valid response from Edmonton. I like home ice matters. And like the Kings definitely want it because they're like the best home team in the NHL this season. But I do think home ice is just slightly overrated. But I will talk about a lot of that stuff in my playoff preview video that I do. I can finally live stream again. Let's go. Holy guacamole. What do you think of signing and playing his first NHL game of Quinn Hudson? I'm excited to see how he does. Connor Brown hat trick incoming. I will order a Connor Brown jersey live tonight if he gets a hat trick. I will prove to everyone that I am not bluffing with that meme. I don't like it. I'd rather the player and team get to announce that stuff before the media. I find the media is always just trying to be the first to break something instead of actually like taking the emotional consideration of players into account. And I dislike Saravelli. So, but the puck is dropped. We've got a great game on tap. Puck is behind the Oilers' net. Janmark's fighting for it, loses it. Philip Danault with the puck now. He's hit off the puck by Darnell Nurse. Already a little physical here. Podkolzin will find Bouchard. And Victor Arvidsson up through the middle, tries to find Janmark. Janmark with a hard rim around the boards. It'll come to the point to Bouchard. Here's Darnell Nurse with a shot, and it deflects just wide. Nice job by Nurse to just throw a puck towards the net. I like it. The Oilers have 9 regular skaters not playing tonight. That is pretty crazy. LA in the neutral zone. They'll just shoot it down the ice. Mikey Anderson with a hard rim. LA, they'll come up with possession. Oh, and that's a penalty against Evan Bouchard. Oh, no. Evan Bouchard. He takes an early penalty, a clear hooking penalty. Like, you can't even argue this one. Like, not even close. And he lets go of his stick, and he's like, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do anything. Honestly, Mr. NHL, I only have enough space for one jersey on that credit card. You try and buy anything else with it, it's going to get declined. I promise you that. All right, off the faceoff. Let's see if Edmonton's penalty kill can get a kill here. Here's Kopitar. He'll play it back to Kempe at the point. Puck deflects off of his stick, and Kulak will just shoot that all the way down the ice. And Darcy Kemper, by the way, in net for the Kings, has been red hot for LA. I don't remember the last time this guy has given up more than 2 goals in a game. Obviously LA plays very strong in front of him, but Darcy Kemper's had a great season for the Kings. They do rely on him a lot, so we'll see if he ends up being tired by the time the playoffs start. Yo, what's up, KT? Here's Kopitar along the half wall in the Oilers zone. He'll backhand it back to Kempe. He'll give it back to Anze Kopitar. Across the ice, puck deflects off of Janmark. Here's Kempe. Kempe to Kopitar, left circle, down low. Oh, a nice job by Emberson against Kuzmenko, but the Kings maintain possession. Here's a shot from Kempe, stopped by Pickard. Puck comes back around, Kempe at the point. And here's a play into the right circle. Here's Fiala down low. Kuzmenko to Kopitar. Here's Kuzmenko back to Kopitar. And Kuzmenko to Kopitar. He'll play it across, and nice stick by Connor Brown as that puck deflects out of the zone. And then the Kings go offside. What do I think about Evander Kane coming back? If he's ready to go, it will be a huge addition to the lineup. Bouchard moving into goon mode for the playoffs. Where's the game time countdown? Because the game is on Prime, I haven't been able to figure out how to actually capture the clock. So I will periodically give updates on how much time is left in the period. Would you pet a Canada goose for $100? Yeah. And then I'd probably get bitten by the goose and then have to go get a rabies shot and go to therapy for some emotional distress because Canadian goose are so evil. Here's LA trying to throw it in front, and that puck was loose for a second, but Laferriere could not put that into the net. Darnell Nurse, he'll try and come up with it. And the LA Kings, they're battling along the boards here. Also, Northern Farm Girl, I see you. How are you doing today? Here's a play back in front. Oilers make the kill. Shot, rebound, and Warren Foegele scores as the penalty expires. The former Oiler makes it 1-0 for LA. Puck was behind the net. The Oilers couldn't get it out. Nurse had a chance to move it up. That was blocked. And then Moore, he brings it out in front. Puck came to the point. There was a shot. Pickard with the initial save, but Nurse and Pickard couldn't cover the back door, and Warren Foegele with a wide open net. So it's 1-0 for LA. Hey, no worries, Gray T. Not a problem at all. I haven't done a live stream in a long time. Here's Corey Perry now. Let's see if the Oilers respond here. Thinking the Kings somehow are going to win this series. They just have a superior starter and a better defensive structure. Oilers are also out with Ekholm, so that's a big loss. That is true. But the Kings don't have McDavid or Draisaitl. And as long as the Oilers have McDavid and Draisaitl, they will usually be the team that has the advantage, in my opinion. I think the Oilers, they're gonna get it together. Minecraft damage sounds. OG Minecraft, though. I don't know if anyone has played Minecraft before. Like, I don't know what update they took the Steve sounds out, but he used to, like, grunt. He'd be like, ooh, 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 ooh. Like, he'd make that sound as he's being, like, injured. Am I still upset about the offer sheets? The Dylan Holloway one, I will always be upset about, personally. You made a channel, Gray. That's awesome. What's the channel about? Here's the puck into the Kings zone. LA, they'll bring it up and dump it in deep into the Oilers zone now. Here's Calvin Pickard. He'll find Brett Kulak. Kulak with speed will skate it up the ice. The tough thing about LA getting that first goal is they can now just sit back. They're just going to play that nasty structure in the neutral zone, and it's going to be tough to break through. Yeah, the game's on Amazon Prime if you live in Canada tonight. Yo, what's up, Dr. Doom? I agree. They should have left those sounds in. I'm getting old, right? Crispy and juicy, now you're having a snack. Sounds like 2011, I think so. I didn't mind Warren Fogle leaving because, like, what's going on? They're going to commercial. I think part of the glass pane broke or something. I don't know what happened. Maybe a stanchion. But they're doing some maintenance on the ice, so we have a commercial break. Yeah, I don't like that. I want to see the Habs in the I want to see the Habs in the playoffs. Oilers are 0-3 on Prime this year. And they've been shut out twice. One of them was the game that I went to in Montreal. The other shutout was against New Jersey earlier in the season, back in like October. Oh, I don't want the Habs to win the cup. I just want them in the playoff. Oh, Chris Knobloch's here. I've got this under control. All right, Chris. I believe you. But put your phone away and focus on coaching. They love Crush and Loaf. I'm going to have to see the Minecraft movie so that I understand all the references. I agree, Elizabeth. Let's see if Picks can rebound here. Chicken jockey. Did I watch Demidov's first game? I did. Impressive debut. Goal and an assist. His goal was beautiful. Nice setup by Matheson. The assist as well on the first goal of the game, too. I just got my wings and pizza, and it's already 1-0. Yep, the Kings had an early power play. The Oilers made the kill, but Warren Fogle scored as the penalty was expiring. From a Jets fan, hey, that's exciting. How do you feel about the Jets getting their first ever President's Trophy? Hey, and Danny has become a member. Thank you, Danny. I do owe memberships, by the way. Do not let me forget in the intermission. I will be doing 10 gifted memberships today. Maybe 20, but definitely 10. And then on Wednesday, I will be doing more gifted memberships. I will catch up on what I owe the community for missing that victory chain a couple times. I found out today that one of my friends was a former hockey player. That's cool. We like that. Demidov was great. I thought he had a terrific debut. Do I think the Oilers will get Marner this season or this offseason? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Apparently, they've taken 2 shots away from LA, so. But but I like the guys we have. Yeah, absolutely. Winnipeg, they do things by committee too. That's a team that nobody expected to have the season that they did. I thought LA was a bubble team, personally. I didn't even know if they'd make the playoffs this year. So it's been impressive to watch. Connor Hellebuyck having one of the greatest seasons ever for a goaltender. So you think Hellebuyck will be able to lock things down in the playoffs this year? From the commentary to the games, it's all cursed. Nah, they're flipping the script tonight, Vehicle. They're flipping the script tonight. It's never bad luck. Oh, no, the wave. Oh, no. 600 games for Connor Brown. Love that. Here's a puck dumped down the ice, and that's going to be icing on Edmonton. They have not gotten any kind of attacking formation yet in this one. They do, yeah. I haven't tried the McDonald's movie meal, but they do have one. Will Janmark ever score again? That's me trying to answer that question. Nobody knows. Here's a play in front off of a skate, and it goes just wide. LA trying to work the cycle once again. Play in front, it's in the crease, and Calvin Pickard is going to dive onto that puck. And the Oilers are moving a little slowly right now. I agree, Nick. I agree. What's up, Blue Shirts Nation? Hope you're doing well. I'm miserable. Most disappointing season ever since you've watched since the Rangers played. Yeah, no, the Rangers have had a real tough year. They have to fire Laviolette yesterday. I don't know what the solution is for New York, though. Worried my team will have too many injuries coming to the playoffs. My friend never told me, and I knew him for 1 to 2 years. Yeah, sometimes it's just things that we forget to talk about. Love that. Love that, Colby. I think it would be impressive, and I want it to happen. With regards to the Flames making it, that would be crazy, because it would be Calgary versus Winnipeg in round 1, which would be wild. What do I think about the goaltender signings? For the Oilers, I know they signed someone recently. I don't know anything about them, though. I did see Calvin DeHaan ripped the team. I did see that, and for good reason. Connor Brown heading down the tunnel. Fiala. Oh. Connor Brown took a stick to the wrist. Uh-oh. Oh, no. The Oilers are already down. Connor Brown. No! Our best goal scorer over the past 3 games. Oh, no. Well, Connor Brown hopefully will come back, but yikes. Doesn't look great. Here's Evan Bouchard. He's knocked off the puck. And LA, they're going to transition up the ice here. Nice stick, though, by Darnell Nurse to keep that into the neutral zone. And Quinn Hudson's on the ice right now. Out there with Henrique. Hudson's wearing the number 20 for Edmonton. And is there a penalty on LA? Some pushing. Not sure what's going on here. Corey Perry was involved with someone. What's up, Crux Deluxe? I think the wave was... Yeah, it was bad luck, Gabriel. Oh, Corey Perry took a high stick there. Chatty McChad face. I want Edmonton to draft Alexei Medvedev. Great goaltending in the OHL. Okay, I'll have to take a look. While the Oilers get their power play now, we're 14:53 left to play in the first, and Edmonton has a power play. What's up, Small? Adam Henrique will take the face-off for Edmonton, wins it back. Here's Evan Bouchard. Bouchard, here's a shot by Arvidsson. One-timed it, puck deflected in front and knocked and cleared by the Kings. Arvidsson with a 92-mile-per-hour clap bomb. And the Oilers still don't have a shot on net, by the way. We are 5.5 minutes into this first period. Here's Nugent Hopkins on the power play. He'll drop it to Victor Arvidsson. In his skates, he loses it, and LA sends it right down the ice once again. Here's Bouchard. He'll skate it up the left side. He'll drop it for Nugent-Hopkins. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins drops it for Victor Arvidsson. Across to Henrique. Henrique off of a glove. Comes back to Bouchard. Bouchard will dump the puck behind the Kings' net. LA trying to come up with it. It's shot down the ice once again by the Kings, and the Oilers have not been able to set up at all. Yeah, no Draisaitl, no McDavid, no Hyman. Here's Nurse now for Edmonton. And here's Connor Brown. He's back on the ice. No worse for wear. Just a bit of a stinger into the hand earlier. Brown dumps it in deep. Kapanen, he leaves it. Brett Kulak can't come up with it. Jeff Skinner tries to put it down low. Kapanen fights for it along the boards. Play comes to the blue line, and it's shot down the ice once again by LA. He's resting, Carolina. Here's Nurse to Connor Brown. Brown shoots it into the Kings zone. Doughty being all hooked up by Connor Brown. Brown gets away with a hook on Doughty, keeps the play alive. Here's Brett Kulak. He tries a shot. That's blocked. Here's Gavrikov now, and he'll send that down the ice. The Oilers still do not have a shot on net. There's 7 seconds left on the power play. Here's Darnell Nurse. He tries to dump it in deep off of a stick. Nurse chases after it. Kemper plays it up. Here's Kapanen. Finds Jeff Skinner in the middle. Jeff Skinner with a shot. And Kemper drops it. But the Oilers finally get their first shot on goal. And we are over 7 minutes into the period. Fireborn Knights, what's good, Austin? Greetings from Las Vegas. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. How are you feeling about your Golden Knights heading into the playoffs? That's true, Mark. Yeah. I'm always behind, Mr. NHL. I'm always behind on the play. Here's Janmark off the faceoff, loses it. Max Jones tries to get in after it. Here's Fiala for the Kings. Up the ice to Kopitar. He'll enter the Oilers zone. Along the boards, comes to the point. Here's a shot towards Edmonton's net, and that goes wide. Here's Fiala. Down low. Laferriere, sorry. And that's taken by the Oilers. Here's Bud Colson. He'll find Max Jones. Janmark behind the net. Circles into the corner. Plays it back to the blue line to Emberson. Emberson towards the goal. Deflects in front. Puck is bouncing around. Edmonton trying to come up with it. Janmark makes a play. Bud Colson can't come up with it, though. And here's Brant Clark with a high flip to the neutral zone. It'll be picked up by Dineen. Cam Dineen up from Bakersfield. In the lineup once again. Had a pretty good showing the other night for Edmonton. Or last night, I should say, against Winnipeg. You're behind on life. That's true. We have an offside with 11:47 to play in the first period. I'm happy. I know we can play well in the playoffs. If Minnesota plays us, that'd be interesting. Not sure how well they do playing against us. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how Minnesota matches up. I mean, I would imagine Vegas should take care of Minnesota. Like, the Wild are pretty inconsistent, but it'll be interesting to see if you end up playing St. Louis, Minnesota, or well, I don't think Calgary. Calgary would be unlikely for you to play, but here's a shot towards the Oilers' goal, and a high stick on the Kings, so the Oilers are taking the penalty here. Was that Josh Brown? Josh Brown, everyone. Welcome back to the NHL. Takes a dumb penalty. Can you imagine? Hi, kitty. What are you doing? Hi, kitty. Hi, buddy. We got a kitty, by the way. Say hi to everyone, kitty. Say hi to everyone. All right, well, Edmonton back on the penalty kill. Off the face-off, LA wins it. Comes out in front. Oh, and nice job by, I don't know who that was on defense who got a stick in the lane, but that was a nice play. Prevented a shot there. I guess we got to play physical. Yeah, I mean, Josh Brown doesn't know how to play anything. He doesn't know how to play hockey. Here come the Kings now. They'll start the cycle. getting set up on the power play. Here's Byfield to Kopitar. Kopitar plays it back to the point, but that was out of the way of Fiala, and it comes down into the LA zone. But Kemper with a nice read gets the puck up the ice. Here's Fiala behind the Oilers' net. He'll play it back to Kempe. It'll come out in front. Fiala with a shot stopped by Pickard. Rebound in front. Fiala picks it up, plays it back to the blue line. Kempe towards the goal, deflected, and scores. The LA Kings have made it 2-0. It was a shot pass, deflected in, and it is 2-0 Kings. Nice job, Josh Brown. Just congratulations. Welcome back to the NHL, my friend. Welcome back to the NHL. Josh Brown with a stupid penalty. And the Kings, and wow, nobody took Byfield. Byfield's in the high slot. So much time and space, and nice play by Kempe, and Byfield deflects it through. And we got a $1 super chat from Wee Potato. Thank you for the $1. I appreciate that. Bail for nail. It's going to be a long night. Yeah. It's going to be tough to come back from 2 goals down now. Honestly, especially with how LA plays defense. Let's see what the boys got, though. Let's see what they got in the tank. Here's Nugent Hopkins. He'll try and cut into the middle. Nice job by the Kings, though. Oh, and Connor Brown looked like he was going after someone. Connor Brown's going to get a penalty now. What's Connor Brown doing? Why did he take that penalty? That was stupid. Yeah, what is Brown just hits Dano in the head? What? All right. New to your channel. Love the channel. Very positive. Great details. Thank you. Yeah, hey, no worries, Miss Rune. I am glad that you enjoy the channel. Thank you. I don't know why Connor Brown did that. Worst decision was not signing Holloway when we had the chance. I know. So LA back on the power play now. I don't know, LeChonk. I don't know. Well, the Kings have a chance to take a commanding 3-0 lead on this power play, and that would basically be good night. See you later. And here's a play in front. What a save by Calvin Pickard. Holy smokes. He came across his crease, sliding, and what a great save by Pickard to keep this a 2-goal game. Here's Fiala. Someone on the Oilers fell. It's in front, backhand, and another good stop by Pickard, but he leaves the rebound out. Fiala in front, play in front. It's still in front of the crease, and Janmark will finally get that puck and clear it. Here's Janmark. He's coming in on the penalty kill. Almost got alone there. Here come the Kings through the neutral zone. Fiala spins off of a check. Here's Fiala. In front. Kopitar, he's checked by Kapanen. Kopitar maintains possession, though. He'll play it back to the blue line. Here's Kempe at the point. Back to Kopitar, right circle. Down low. LA getting the cycle going. Here's Kapanen, and that's fumbled by Kempe, and here comes Podkolzin for Edmonton. Podkolzin, he's hip-checked by Kempe, and that's a nice job defensively by Kempe to knock Podkolzin off the puck, and then Podkolzin goes to throw a hit against Dano, and Dano knocks him down. Here's Laferriere. Oh, man. That's a big hit by Josh Brown on Laferriere. Oh, and it's getting physical now. Josh Brown with another big hit. Oh, these teams are starting to get a little bit physical here. A little bit physical. Couple big hits. Here's Warren Fogle now. This game could start to get chippy. Here's Darnell Nurse throwing a hit now. Yeah, the intensity has suddenly ratcheted up to about a 10. Here's a shot towards the net. Pickard with the save. And here's Janmark. He'll skate it up. Spin around from trouble. Oilers make the kill. Here's Nurse now. Played across Devin Bouchard. Devin Bouchard is waiting. And apparently LA's taking a penalty now. So Edmonton has pulled their goalie. 6-on-5. Here is Quinn Hudson. He'll play it back to Bouchard. And LA is just playing neutral zone right now. And Doughty with possession. We will get a Whistle, a commercial break. Vogel and Janmark going at it. I don't know what was going on here. This game suddenly got very intense. If the Oilers have their best players, I like Edmonton's chances. But it depends, are they at 100%? We'll have to find out. Just not, well, exactly. Yeah, not score-wise. Skinner not on power play 1 is a crime. I know. I mean, if you have to have Adam Henrique out there, you just got to play him, right? Who was my first sub? I actually don't know who my first subscriber was because this channel, way back in the day, back in like 2015, I uploaded a few gaming videos on it, and then I ended up deleting all of them, and I had about 40 subscribers from that. Didn't do anything with the channel until last year. So I don't know who my first, hockey subscriber was, if that makes sense. What's up, Vortex? Longtime viewer, first-time comment. You've been killing it with the content this season. Just want to say that I appreciate the good energy and consistency in your vids. Thank you so much, Vortex. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy the content, and hopefully we can have a nice long playoff run and enjoy even more content together here. Back in my day. Yeah, I do sound old, don't I? Cheers from Calgary, although originally from Red Deer. Hey, Red Deer represent. I like it. You subbed when I was at 150 subs. Love that. You're one of the OGs. Happy to be here. Went to a Panthers stream and Panthers were saying that don't want to play us. Yeah, the Panthers and Tampa Bay Lightning. That's going to be a hell of a series. An absolute bloodbath. All right, the Oilers with the power play. Offensive zone faceoff. Can Henrique wins it? Yes, he can. Down low to Corey Perry. Behind the Kings net, he'll look to set something up. Perry will play it to Arvidsson, and off of his stick, he loses it, and LA will clear. I don't like Victor Arvidsson on power play 1 either. It should be Jeff Skinner on that left side, but whatever. Here's Arvidsson. He'll play it to Perry. Perry tries to get it deep. It'll come to Danault. Nugent Hopkins gets all over him, and Corey Perry with support will come up with it. Puck bouncing around. Edmonton can't maintain possession, though, and Gavrikov will shoot that into the neutral zone. Nugent Hopkins with speed. Drops it for Perry. Oilers enter the Kings zone. Bouchard now. LA doing a good job getting sticks in lanes. Oh, nice pass by Nugent Hopkins. Finds Henrique, right circle. Here's Henrique now to Nugent Hopkins. Down low to Henrique. Tries to play it in front. Puck comes to Arvidsson. Here's Corey Perry out of the corner. He'll play it to Bouchard at the point. Across to Nugent Hopkins. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard on his backhand. Finds Perry. Here's Arvidsson. Looking for a play. Corey Perry now. Down low to Arvidsson. Oilers are at least semi-set up here. Arvidsson with a shot. That goes off of something. And goes high. Corey Perry comes up with it. Adam Henrique will play it back to Bouchard. Bouchard with a bomb. And it goes just wide. Bouchard will keep that puck in. And the puck came into the middle of the ice, but LA is able to get this puck out. They'll send it down the ice. The Oilers have been credited with 2 more shots here, but I don't think anything actually made it to the net. I remember that Leafs game last season. Here's Connor Brown for Edmonton. He'll drop it for Kapanen. Kapanen's one of those guys, too, where I don't really understand the power play utilization. He has no offense on him at all, in my opinion. Puck comes to Darnell Nurse. Towards the goal. That's stopped by Kemper. Connor Brown will play it back to Kulak with a bomb. And no traffic in front, so Kemper will just swallow that one up. He'll just slurp it into his midsection. What are you doing, kitty? What's up? You got spooked awake? Hi. Hi, kitty. What's up, bud? You just sleeping? He's very sleepy right now. I need to get a cat cam for you guys. What's your thoughts on the Senators making the playoffs? I'm excited. I actually like Ottawa. I have nothing against the Ottawa Senators. They are a very neutral team for me. They have one of my favorite players in the league in Jake Sanderson. Watched a lot of Jake Sanderson before he was drafted. If the Caps lose, I'm hoping the Oilers win it all. It'll be interesting to see how Washington does. Because they're kind of, I wouldn't say sputtering, but they're definitely not playing their best right now. The Oilers were 1 goal from tying it up. Yeah, I mean, that would have been crazy. When the Oilers scored their 3rd goal of the period, because they were down 5-0 when I made that fan reaction. When Edmonton made it 5-3, I started to sweat a little bit. Got me synced up with the broadcast. There you go. I will always love Giroux. Yeah. I always forget Giroux's there. Yo, what's up, Janias? Welcome back, my friend. Good to see you. Cousins trade looking good for Ottawa. Oh, yeah. That was a great pickup by the Sens, personally. As long as he stays healthy. Cousins is a guy, as long as he's healthy, he can produce. Knobloch is just checking to see what he can do if the injuries linger into the playoffs. Well, so far, it's not a whole lot of good. Sometimes I forget that the Flyers existed. Austin, how many bots will win memberships in the intermission? No bots. Real human beings win gifted memberships, I promise. Losing 7-0 and then 4-1 to Columbus. Yeah. Do you think Washington was doing so much to get Ovechkin the record this season that now that he has the record, do you think there's a bit of a lull in their game? Here's Quinn Hudson out for the Oilers. On the ice, Oilers win the faceoff. Here's Dineen towards the net, deflected in front. LA, they'll clear the zone. Here's Emberson up the right side. Hudson can't come up with it. Comes to the middle across to Fogle. Warren Fogle will enter the Oilers zone. He's hit hard. I don't know what Warren Fogle did, but he seems to have a target on his back from the Oilers right now. Every time he touches the puck, he is being hit hard into the boards. Here's Emberson off the glass. Hudson out of his reach. He'll try and skate through, though. And here are the Kings. A little bit of a miscue. Oh, man, what a hit there. I don't know who went down for LA and who threw the hit, but... Oh, and here's a giveaway, and Connor Brown couldn't come up with it. He would have had a chance all alone, but puck jumped over his stick. Here's Byfield for the Kings. He'll dump it in. And it'll come to Jeff Skinner. Here's Jeff Skinner, who will get to play. Oh, my God, Jeff Skinner just shoots the puck 20 rows into the crowd. Jeff Skinner. He tried to dump it in deep, but he caught his stick, I guess, and went flying. So there's a whistle. There is 4:32 to play here in the first period. I think refocusing on winning when we've won the whole conference has been a challenge, especially with focusing on feeding Ovi the puck for a few games prior. That's what I was thinking too. What happened to the Dallas Stars? They started to lose. They can't overcome the injuries on their back end right now. The Dallas Stars are dealing with a lot of trouble with their defensive group. Here's the face-off. LA, they'll try and move it up the middle. Here's Kempe. He'll dump it in deep. Evan Bouchard being chased after. He'll play it to Nurse. Up around the boards. It'll go off of Jeff Skinner's his stick. Jeff Skinner's stick, not his steak. How do you think Jeff Skinner likes his steak, by the way? Medium rare. Here's a shot towards the LA net. Doesn't make it. Skinner, nice play to Nugent Hopkins. He'll spin away from a check. Jeff Skinner, puck in his feet. Tries to come up with it. No, and Gavrikov just throws him down, and that's going to be a penalty on LA. The Oilers are getting their 3rd power play of the period. And I don't know if they have a shot on a power play yet. Yeah, no, absolutely, Neil. I believe you. Oilers beat Kings in 7, and in 6, and in 5. Now with all these injuries... The Kings win in 4. I don't know. Sweeps are hard in the NHL. Even we'll have to see. Hey, Austin, I like the players that the Avalanche got. The Avalanche did some tidy business at the deadline this year. Here's Evan Bouchard now. He'll play it to Arvidsson. Down low to Corey Perry. Corey Perry now. Edmonton on their 3rd power play of the first period. Lots of power play opportunities, but no McDavid to feed players is making things difficult. Oh, here's a puck that deflected in front, and Kemper had to make a reactionary save there. Here's Arvidsson. That is knocked out of the zone by Drew Doughty. Here's Connor Brown. Oh, sorry, Victor Arvidsson. He shoots it in deep, not Connor Brown. Evan Bouchard tries to keep it in, but that's going to be picked off and shot down the ice by the Kings, right onto Calvin Pickard. Hey, Random Aussie, welcome back. Here's Nugent Hopkins. He'll skate it into the zone. He'll chase after now. A little dump and chase for Nuge. He's hit off the puck by Arvidsson with a wide open net. Kemper didn't even know where the puck was, and I don't know if Arvidsson hit the post or if he just shot it into the pad of Kemper. I don't know what happened there. I don't know how Arvidsson didn't score. Oilers with 50 seconds left. Oh, and here's Darnell Nurse on a breakaway. Oh, and he stopped by Kemper. Darnell Nurse with just a burst of speed there. He got in all alone, and Darcy Kemper up to the task. Here's Brett Kulak now. He'll skate it up. He'll drop it for Connor Brown. Connor Brown with speed. He'll try and feed Kapanen over his stick. Brown chases after it. Brown and Kapanen working it. Can't grab it. Puck back into the neutral zone for the Kings. Here's Jeff Skinner now. Stick handles. Still has it. He's being all hooked up. Across the ice to Kapanen. Kapanen. He'll play it back to Kulak. To Kapanen. Kapanen in front. Jeff Skinner with a shot. Oh, and he just missed the net. Nice shot by Jeff Skinner. Doesn't quite make it. And Kapanen off of his stick deflects along the half wall. LA is going to just get that down the ice. Brett Kulak now to Josh. Josh Brown's back on the ice. Let's go, Josh Brown. Here's Josh Brown just waiting for something. The LA Kings are literally playing all 5 guys back. All 5 guys. They don't call it a 1-3-1, but it is a trap. They have a 2-goal lead, and they're going to force Edmonton to dump and chase all night long. We're in for a long night here, folks. The Oilers have had 3 power plays, and I think have 2 shots on them combined. Here's a play in front with a shot, and they score. The LA Kings on transition. Was that Gavrikov? He came in on the rush, and it's 3-0 LA. They're showing the Darnell Nurse chance on the power play, and oh my God, Josh Brown just gets lost, doesn't get in front. Christ. GG's, everyone. We'll see you in the next live stream, all right? I'm going to do the post-game fan reaction right now. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back to the first live stream, and hey, you guys were right. The Prime games are cursed. The Oilers have lost every single game on Prime this season, I believe. So, peak Josh Brown hockey, folks. Peak Josh Brown hockey. Listen, as long as the Oilers don't get injured. Oh, and here's another rush chance. Fiala, he'll come in, puck towards the net. Pickard with the save, and he'll just hang on to that one. Have mercy. Oh, and a little hook by Corey Perry. Corey Perry's trying to start something. And we got some rough stuff behind the net. I think they're going to take Corey Perry out of the pile. I think Corey Perry's going to get the only penalty here. I think the Kings are going to get another power play. Were they actually? That's crazy. Like, I don't know how the Kings weren't the favorite considering who the Oilers were resting tonight. And also, anytime Josh Brown is in the lineup, the betting odds should automatically be in favor of Edmonton's opponent. I do my best. I love that. Thanks, Janias. I'm a Penguins fan. I believe it's time for Pittsburgh to get younger. Absolutely. I think the Oilers need to get younger, too. Do you think Pittsburgh will tank next season? Try and get Gavin McKenna? Wait, they took Byfield out of the pile. The Oilers have another power play? The LA Kings. I mean, the Oilers are getting blessed here. This is Edmonton's 4th power play of the first period. 4 power plays in 1 period. My intermission speech is going to do wonders. You know what? Don't even do an intermission speech. Just go into the locker room at the end of the period. Everyone's sitting there. They're drinking their water, having an orange slice, just trying to get energy back. Go in, break 1 stick from every single player. Break 20 sticks over your knee, and then just walk out. Don't even say a word. See if that kickstarts the team. I hope we tank. Yeah, I think there's a lot of teams next season that might be trying to tank for Gavin McKenna. He is unbelievable. Here's the face-off. Oilers on their 4th power play of the period. Nugent Hopkins will play it to Corey Perry off of his stick. Perry tries to put it down low off the ref, and Bouchard almost kept it in, but that would have been a tough one to hold in there. That's probably true. There's probably some truth to that. The Oilers have been getting a lot of power plays when McDavid and Draisaitl are both not playing. And Victor Arvidsson gets the puck and falls for no reason. Why is Arvidsson on power play 1 and Jeff Skinner not? I don't understand this. Here's Nugent Hopkins. Tries to find Corey Perry with a pass. And it's icing. Congrats to the LA Kings on probably another shutout win tonight. Just love that. Hey, I appreciate that, Zachary. How you doing? It's my birthday today, says other Team Canada fan. Happy birthday. I hope it's going amazingly. I hope you're not an Oilers fan because that would probably ruin my birthday. Oh, and Victor Arvidsson takes a penalty. Arvy, off the face-off, gets his stick into the hands of Moore. Victor Arvidsson, listen, his 5-on-5 play is much improved over the last few weeks. Get him off of the power play. He is so bad. That would be crazy, Dr. Doom. That would just be, like, absolutely wild. All right, well, 4-on-4. Here's a shot off the face-off by Moore, and that goes wide. LA can't keep it in. There's 6 seconds left in the period, and LA is going to get out of this up by 3. Have mercy on the Edmonton Oilers, please, just please have mercy, right? Mercy! All right, we're going to have to take a look at the stats after that first period. I can't imagine it is very flattering for the Edmonton Oilers right now. Yeah, that's okay. Love that. Love that. That penalty was nothing. No, but they've been calling lots of penalties. When you get as Louis DeBrusque would say, we all love Louis DeBrusque. The old can opener. Get that can in there in the old can opener. Yeah, when I did my pregame report, I thought McDavid was still going to be in the lineup, but not good. Boring watch. Yeah, we're in for a tough night. If I fall asleep during the stream, I do apologize in advance. Any good Hudson moments? Honestly, barely even noticed him. I think he played about 2 minutes. When you think Nobbs and the coaching staff started not giving a crap about home ice advantage, I think they've always kind of cared, but I think because of what's been going on over the past few weeks, I think there has definitely been a shift in just keep guys healthy for now. Sucks Johnny Hockey is gone. Columbus making the playoffs would be a great story. I have been rooting for Columbus all season. There's still an outside chance they can make it. They have to win their last 2 games of the season. I would love to see it happen. We'll have to see. Nothing but leftovers. I know, Fatherhood Confessions. I know. Also, welcome back. Good to see you. 750 save percentage for Calvin Pickard. That gets the Austin Hockey thumbs down. The thumb down of disapproval. That period could have gone a bit better. Do you think it could have gone worse too, though? Yeah, Montreal's had numerous chances to clinch, and they just can't seem to do it. That's fair, Hybrid Hunter. That's fair. I could have graduated from high school during that first period, right? It's slow. It was a slow period. When do we get the chair? You'll get the chair in about 2 minutes here. It couldn't have really gone worse. All right, that's good. What did I miss? Couple power play goal. Well, one power play goal for the Kings. One of their goals came after a power play had expired. They got a goal on a rush opportunity because the Oilers can't defend the rush. Josh Brown is the worst player in the history of hockey. Yeah. Yo, CS Man with the $10 super chat. First of all, we are missing our two best players. Like, if any team misses their two best players, they are going to be terrible. Are you more or less confident in the team than last year? I am less confident than the team from last season, but with McDavid and Draisaitl in this lineup, it doesn't beat this is a two-man team like allegations from other fan bases. The Oilers should still, there's no excuse, is all I'm going to say. And if the Oilers get bounced early, if they do get bounced in the first round, by the way, there's going to be a lot of things to talk about. I mean, the Oilers are a lottery team without McDavid and Draisaitl. They likely win 20 games at like max without those two. I'm thinking evil things. It's okay, Elizabeth. We'll breathe, right? We got to breathe. We got to calm down. I don't disagree, Dan. I don't disagree. They should put Skinner in for the second period. Maybe. I don't really pin that first period on Pickard, but yeah, I mean, yeah. If Vegas beats Calgary tomorrow, then in regulation, then actually in any fashion, then I think that eliminates Calgary, right? I agree with that, Canadian Ginger. Just tuned in and it's 3-0. You don't want to know, Daily Alberta. You don't want to know. It's true, simple. This is like, this season reminds me of like those Decade of Darkness years where like the Oilers always led the league in man games lost to injury, like 2010, 2011, 2012. This is what it reminds me of. That's a great point. That's a great point about McDavid being on the ice for the Oilers' last 10 goals scored. So the fact that he's not playing tonight, we're likely getting another 0, another donut. I blame Josh. Yeah, I agree. I'm with you, Noah. I'm with you. Go. Let's take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Does that look okay on your guys' end? Like, it's not stretched out or anything? Don't think I haven't seen you talking trash about me. Listen, Chris, listen. I think some of it was deserved earlier in the season, especially with the treatment of Jeff Skinner. Play him more. After the first period, according to Money Puck, the expected goals in all situations, 1.27 to 0.74 in favor of LA. So the LA Kings scored 3 goals on 1.27 expected goals. Just fun fact. If we take a look at the expected goals, there are a lot of Oilers sitting at 0%. In fact, there are so many you can't even tell who is down here because all of their names are all blended in. Unfortunate. Let's see who leads in ice time. Evan Bouchard played 8:58. Darnell Nurse, 8:41. Who played the least amount? Max Jones with a paltry 1:53. Josh Brown played more than Cam Dineen. Congrats to Josh Brown on playing more than Cam Dineen. You love to see that. And poor Quinn Hudson, 3:19. Jeff Skinner only played 4:10. And the Oilers had 4 power plays. You can't even see. Oh, yeah, I guess you can't see the. There we go. I'll move that. Jeff Skinner. The only forwards that played less than Jeff Skinner that period were Max Jones and Quinn Hudson. Quinn Hudson, his first ever NHL game, just signed out of university. So it makes sense why he's not playing a lot. Max Jones doesn't get power play or penalty kill time. Fourth liner. Makes sense why he's not playing a lot. But Jeff Skinner, You're playing 11 forwards. You got 4 power plays in the first period, and he only plays 4 minutes? 4 minutes! I'm going to lose it. I'm going to freak out. I'm going to actually have a full-blown crash out on stream. I'm telling you. What is Knobloch doing? Honest to God. That's crazy to me. He has. Jeff Skinner's been terrific. If you do tweet it at Navi, I don't tag players or coaches. I would never tag anyone. I do express myself. I am very expressive on social media. And if we take a look at other stats here, shots on goal, 12-9 in favor of the Kings. Face-off percentage was even. Both teams, LA 1 for 4 on the power play. The Oilers 0 for 4. Crazy. Crazy that the Oilers, 3 straight power plays. And they couldn't get a single goal. It seems unusual in this 3-0 deficit. True. But that just means it's going to stay there all night. Because there ain't going to be a victory chain tonight, folks. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. I don't know how the Oilers were even credited with 9 shots on goal. I think I remember Kemper making 3 saves. And one of them was a breakaway from Darnell Nurse. Oh, don't worry. Edmonton media, they're great at asking the tough questions when it comes to the management and coaching staff. That's for sure. You can always trust Edmonton media to ask the tough questions. Thanks, Dr. Doom. I appreciate that. I'm excited to see the Jets this year. I think the Jets have a good chance this season. I'm pissy, Leon. This team didn't have McDavid and Draisaitl on this team, they would be as bad as Chicago or San Jose. They'd be lucky to be that bad. They'd be lucky to win as many games as Chicago and San Jose does. How do we get Austin a media pass? I don't think they would ever give me one because of how hard I am on players, management, and coaches online. They would take one look at my Twitter feed and be like, this guy's a little too emotional for us. Yeah, I would think so too. Corey Perry, he's trying to start stuff, right? At the end of the period there, he was just trying to start something. He's trying to get some energy. He's trying to get some emotion in his team. The goal this year was to have home ice all the way to the finals. Nope, not even first round. Again, I think Edmonton they probably would have had a better record. Again, there's no excuse, right? Because the Oilers lost a lot of games that they shouldn't have been losing earlier in the season. They came out of that 4 Nations break just deciding that they didn't want to play hockey for about 2 weeks. But the injuries and illness have played a huge effect on the team. Every team goes through it. That's why I say no excuse. But the fact that they've had significant injuries to Draisaitl and McDavid this season, it's tough. Oh, yeah, gifted memberships. You're right. Let's do some gifted memberships, folks. Membership gifting. We're going to gift 10. We're going to gift 10. So we're going to gift 5 right now. And then we're going to gift another 5. Boom. Boom. 5 big booms for memberships. All right, who all got them? We got Jep, Vehicle, Dacky, Kate, Clayton. We also got Ricardo, Mark, Domi, Duster Buster, and Jay Gonzalez. Congrats to everyone that got a membership. Honestly, that's fair. I don't blame you for going to bed. Anyone that's watching this game out east, it's 11 p.m. out east right now. Absolutely. Focus on your mental health. It's not worth watching this kind of stuff, especially this close to the playoffs. This game doesn't really mean that much, so. So everyone that got a membership, congrats. Thank you for reminding me about the memberships, by the way. I may do 10 more in the second intermission. I'm not sure yet. I was fortunate to go to the Sharks game and see McDavid. People pay big bucks. That's a tough one. But at this point in the season, I don't blame the coach, if that makes sense. I'm just listening and reading to all the rants. I love that, Breaking Brad. You don't think so, Brody? We'll see. We'll see. I hope so. I hope we do. It's 4:10 a.m. and now I have to decide on doing work or watching this one. Definitely just do some work. Bot. No bots. Look at Jep's not a bot. Also, I am going to take like a 2-minute break here. So I will be right back. All right. See if my be right back screen still works. I don't have a be right back screen. Interesting. Well, y'all get chair then. You know what? I will actually do this. There. We'll do this. All right. See you in a couple minutes. I'm back. I only missed 20 seconds. I only missed 20 seconds, folks. Now, I did get a script from the NHL during my little break, and the NHL said if the live stream hits 100 likes, Edmonton will come back and win. So, 100 likes, folks! Get your friends and family to hit the like button. Here's Evan Bouchard 4-on-4 with a shot that goes way wide. I don't know where that was going by Evan Bouchard. We got Minecraft movie quotes just being spammed. Here's Kempe to Kopitar. I'm starting to lose my voice, by the way. That's something that I've been worried about. That's why I needed to do a live stream or two before the playoffs, because, like, I'm not used to talking this much. Just yapping. Abbreviated power play for LA. They have a power play for 30 seconds. They have the puck now. Comes across the ice, and what a save by Calvin Pickard. Wow. I don't know who he robbed, but he came across, robbed them on the one-timer. I miss a lot of chicken, says Mauricio. Yeah, I miss a lot of stuff. I think sometimes my brain sees what's happening and just doesn't process what chat is doing. I think I've learned to tune them out sometimes. Yeah, it's Morbin time. Hey, the Oilers made the kill. Look at that. Here's Brant Clark now. LA deflects the puck down the ice. Calvin Pickard to leave that for Emberson. Here's Emberson. He'll steal that. He'll find Vasily Podkolzin now. Up the right wing to Kasperi Kapanen. Oh, and Kapanen takes a hit. And LA in transition once again. 2-on-1 for the Kings. Here's Warren Foegele with a shot. And that's stopped by Calvin Pickard. Yikes, man. The Oilers are giving up way too many rush chances. Like, I don't understand. Like, the Oilers know they're the worst rush defending team in the league, and they still give up a million rush chances. It doesn't make sense. That's fair, Rice, man. I agree. That's why I'm just chilling. I'm mad at Knobloch for the way he's playing Jeff Skinner, because I think it's unfair to Jeff Skinner. But, like, obviously, the incoming loss in this game is not something that I'm going to get too worked up about. I just want to see this team healthy and ready to go for game one, which will be sometime this weekend, I imagine. Here's Adam Henrique for the Oilers, trying to play it back to that Hudson. That is Hudson. I didn't realize. Quinn Hudson to Bouchard. Bouchard will dump the puck in deep. Hudson chases after it off of a leg, and the Kings, they're going to come up with it and move it up once again, quickly in transition. Nice play by Hudson, though. Good steal in the neutral zone. I don't like that they're playing Hudson with Adam Henrique. Henrique has no wheels, man. Cannot keep up. LA, they'll shoot it down in the Oilers zone. And LA, they're just going to sit back, right? Like, they're just going to sit back the whole period. They'll try and attack the Oilers on transition if the Oilers are giving the puck up. But LA, every time they dump it in and Edmonton is coming up the ice, they're playing five guys back right now. I know, it's tough to see, Hybrid Hunter? If Josh Brown scores a hattie, I'll gift 1 million members. I'll hold you to that. He can score himself. This is exactly, Brody. 100%. Here's a shot towards the LA net. Doesn't make it. Oh, Josh Brown's on the ice, folks. Careful. Here's Connor Brown now. You got the Brown-Brown connection. Jeff Skinner trying to come up with it. Loses the puck, and Josh Brown with a huge hit. I don't know who he took down, but Josh Brown with a big hit at the Oilers bench. Utilizing his big frame. No, Trent Frederick's not playing. Frederick likely won't be ready until about game 2 or 3 of the first round, I would think. If he's lucky. Yeah, exactly. Hybrid. Erica. Hey, Mama Stanley. I love Mama Stanley. She's behind the Oilers bench tonight. Absolute icon in oil country. Well, Jeff Skinner's playing. He's just not getting a lot of ice time. Here's Jones around the boards. Here's Quinn Hudson now for Edmonton, and he tries to play it back to Emberson, and Emberson did not read that at all. Puck back into the Oilers zone. Here's Ty Emberson for Edmonton, being kind of tied up here. He'll move it up the left boards, cut off in the neutral zone by LA, and LA again on transition. Walking in, and Byfield can't get a shot off, and here's Dineen trying to find Hudson off of his stick. Here's Gavrikov up the ice. Kapanen can't come up with it. And again, the LA Kings on transition. Here's LaFerriere with a shot, and that's stopped by Calvin Pickard. The Oilers are not managing the puck right now. Like, they're not managing it well, is what I should say. Here's LA. Gavrikov to Kopitar off of his stick. Here's Spence. Up the right boards. Kopitar can't find the pass in the middle of the ice. Edmonton will come up with it. Here's Dineen now. Off of a body in front. Kopitar on the back check will pick it up. Here's Spence for LA. He'll skate it up the ice. Neutral zone, backhand. That's stopped by Bouchard. Here come the Oilers now. Victor Arvidsson. He's hit at the Kings' blue line. Janmark can't come up with it. Puck still loose. And here's Kuzmenko for LA. He's knocked down by Podkolzin. Podkolzin taking down the fellow Russian. Evan Bouchard now will find Darnell Nurse. Nurse with some speed. He'll skate into the Kings zone. Light shot on Kemper, and Kemper will just hang on to that with a whistle. 14:42 to play in the second. Who's our best player today? Josh Brown? Who's going to tell him? I am planning on streaming every single game in the playoffs. The only time you may not see a live stream during the playoffs, is if I go to a game. I'm debating going to a game during round one. I haven't decided yet. I've never been to a playoff game before. I would love to go to at least one in my life. But as of right now, the plan is to stream every single playoff game here on YouTube. Yeah, exactly, vehicle. I don't think best is a word that we're going to be using to describe anyone on this team right now. Yeah, but how is Jeff Skinner supposed to score goals when he doesn't get ice time? Because his goals per 60 is, like, good. Here's Corey Perry trying to make a move. Oh, and he's knocked down. Stick goes flying. Corey Perry trying to hang on to someone. Darnell Nurse pinched up for some reason. Not sure why. But Henrique kind of comes up with it. The Kings are going to bring it in. Deneau, he's hit off the puck, but he'll come back up with it. Puck in front, deflects around. And Evan Bouchard, he'll clear the zone. Darnell Nurse for Edmonton. To Jeff Skinner. Nice play by Jeff Skinner. Nice little play to keep possession. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins now. He'll play it to Jeff Skinner. Skinner trying to center it in front. Here's Josh Brown with a shot, and that's stopped by Kemper. Could you imagine if Josh Brown would have scored? I would have crapped my pants. That's fair, Chris. You can always sail the high seas. There are other websites that you can watch these games. Yo, for you, welcome back. Just got home from the Bell Center. Unreal experience. Demidov looks elite. I wish the Habs would have been able to close things out. But we'll see. Demidov looked amazing. The playoff team will be different. We have a chance of winning. I agree. Like, what lineup we play in the game one, we still don't know who's going to play game one. So I'm going to reserve harsh judgment for the actual results. Until then, I'm not gonna overthink it too much. If only Kemper did this last season. Five-minute crabs. It's Kings in one. Way different team at the end of the week. Don't read too much into it. 100% Zach. And that's the approach that fans should be taking right now. Would I like a better effort? Yes. Would I like a couple more saves? Yes. Would I like to see a couple guys step up in the absence of the big boys? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, home ice was kind of a pipe dream over the last couple weeks here. Just getting healthy is the most important thing. I'm now putting my lucky Oilers hat on. Big comeback time. I like it. I like it. Let's do it. Yeah, Chris Knobloch, he's busy. He's busy in the chat instead of coaching right now. Here's Nugent Hopkins. Looks like Quinn Hudson's getting a shift here with... Oh, no, that's Connor Brown. I thought it was Quinn Hudson. Damn. Here's Connor Brown. He'll play it to Jeff Skinner. Skinner keeps the play alive. Walks into the right circle. Still walking in. Almost gets a shot off, but he's trying to throw a hit. And the King fell, but Doughty comes up with it. Doughty will shoot it down on Pickard. Bouncing around, not icing. Josh Brown up the middle of the ice. Connor Brown finds Jeff Skinner. Skinner walks in on his backhand, drops it to nobody, and LA with a breakaway. Here come the Kings. It's Kempe with a shot, and that's stopped by Pickard. Nice save by Calvin Pickard on Kempe, who... It was a partial break, not a full-on breakaway. Hudson's looked okay. He hasn't had a lot of ice time, so it's hard to judge right now. Puck is shot around the boards, all the way around so far, actually, that the Kings come up with it. It's kept in at the Oilers' blue line, dumped in deep. Ty Emberson spins away from a check. Oilers can't get it out. Here's Spence, back down low. LA working the cycle. And the Oilers are taking a penalty. Another penalty against the Edmonton Oilers. And uh-oh, Max Jones is mad. He's going after Fiala for something. Oh, boy. Oh, the Oilers are shorthanded once again. Their fifth time being shorthanded in this game. Kings and Lakers in 5. I don't watch basketball. I have no clue what goes on in the NBA. Jones, yeah, that's roughing, I think is what they called him for. All right, 5th power play for the LA Kings. They win the faceoff. Puck comes to the right circle. Here's Kopitar. Back to Kempe. Kempe across the ice, and it's one-timed by Fiala, and it is 4-0 Los Angeles as they make the Oilers pay. Look at Josh Brown on the penalty kill. Let's go, boys. Josh Brown, look at this guy. He's working his ass off out there. I think he's been on the ice for 3 of the 4 goals. Love to see that. Josh Brown. I mean, that goal's not on Josh Brown, by the way. I just want to make it abundantly clear Josh Brown is not the one that's at fault for that specific goal. They just happened to show him when the puck went in the net, and I thought it was funny. Chicken jockey. Honestly, like, I'm at the point where it's like, I could probably just, like, do something else on stream. Because, like, Edmonton ain't coming back in this one, folks. Yeah, I don't know why refs are deciding. The refs all year across the NHL have been so hesitant to call penalties. And tonight, they're like, you know what? Everyone gets a penalty tonight. Here's LA. I mean, I think the Oilers, this might be intentional. Big brain time, right? The Oilers are playing 5D chess right now with the Kings. They're going to let LA just completely destroy them. LA's going to go into game 1 confident. They're going to be like, wow, this team's easy to play against. And then the Oilers are going to make them pay in round 1. Trust, right? I'm not just huffing copium here. This is legit, right? Here's Podkolzin to Janmark with a one-timer, and that's stopped by Kemper. Puck behind the LA Kings net. Arvidsson to the point. Comes to Janmark in front. Oh my God, he can't get the shot off. And now the Oilers are getting a power play. Kemper's going to get called for tripping now. And what's Podkolzin doing? Podkolzin's going after someone. And we got some rough stuff here. I'd rather watch that than the game. Oh man, we got lots going on here. Oh boy. Podkolzin's hot. Warren Fogle rips the helmet off of Arvidsson's head. And it's good and interesting here. Podkolzin wants to fight. He wants to fight more. And there's more rough stuff going on. Warren Fogel's in it with someone. Arvidsson and Janmark also getting into it too. Cam Dineen's just trying to calm everyone down. You know what? We could end up with a lot of fights by the end of this game. Let's see what happens here. Could you imagine? Win every game 10-0. So Kemper got the initial penalty for tripping, and I don't know what got Podkolzin all hot here. He threw a cross-check on Clark. And then Podkolzin, he goes and says something, and then there's a whole scrum there. I don't really know. Threw the Oilers on. How did he throw them under the bus? I know he mentioned that he hates the Oilers, but I thought it was more tongue-in-cheek than anything. I haven't posted anything on the gaming channel yet, unfortunately. I have videos that I just need to I have stuff ready to go. I just haven't edited them, if that makes sense. I haven't utilized my time well, but hopefully something soonish. Obviously, if the Oilers are knocked out early in the first round, I'll have lots of time for gaming videos. Hey, Coil. Come on, we can do better than that. We can do better than Coilers. There's got to be a better nickname for the haters to use for this team. Hi, kitty. What you doing, bud? Want to say hi to everyone? Hey. Hey, want to say hi? He gets very shy and nervous. Hi, bud. How are you? He doesn't like being held too much yet. Oilers tanking for Misa. You think they'll tank for McKenna next season? Take a 1-year retool? Tank for McKenna? I actually don't know, Jep, if I'm going to be honest with you. Since when is it 4-0? The LA Kings got an early power play and scored on it. And that made it 4-0. I retract my previous statement. I'll check the live stream clips in the intermission there, Mr. NHL. How does Kemper look? Kemper's been looking solid. He hasn't been overly tested by Edmonton, no real high danger looks, but he's solid. He's holding the fort down. Made a good save on Darnell Nurse on a breakaway, so. I have no idea about the neck gear. So the Oilers get a power play out of all of this. Where are you going, kitty? He really wants my attention. What are you doing, bud? You think he'll just sit there menacingly behind me the rest of the game? What you doing, kitty? So the Oilers get a power play. There are 3 LA Kings in the box. Is it? Yeah, it's a 5-on-4. 5-on-4. No, that's Kitty Kitty. We adopted Kitty Kitty in December. Podkolzin got a 10-minute misconduct. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Kitty, what are you doing? Here's Nugent Hopkins. I can't quite see the game because we got Kitty Kitty playing with the microphone. And we have a 2-on-1 for the Kings, shorthanded. Here come the LA Kings, trying to get a pass across. Oh, wow, and almost hit that puck out of the air into the net. The LA Kings so far have had the better chances on the power play and on the penalty kill. Here's Evan Bouchard. He'll drop it back to Victor Arvidsson. Arvidsson finds Perry. Perry trying to move it up. He's cut off. And LA will get the puck out. And here comes Byfield with speed. Quentin Byfield trying to get by Bouchard. He's knocked off the puck by Henrique. Evan Bouchard now. He'll find Nugent Hopkins. A minute left in the Oilers power play. Bouchard back to Nuge. Nuge was not paying attention, not ready for the pass. Here's a pass to Darnell Nurse. He'll put that puck in deep. Oilers will dump and chase. Connor Brown will come up with it. Brown down low. Here's Kapanen. Kapanen in the corner, spins off a check. Kasperi Kapanen with the puck, right circle, down low to Connor Brown. Brown to the point. Here's Kulak across to Darnell Nurse. Darnell Nurse to Brett Kulak. Kulak to Connor Brown now. Connor Brown, he's hit off the puck. Oilers once again lose it along the half wall, and LA just shoots it down the ice. This is truly a hockey game at the National Hockey League level. Here's Darnell Nurse. This is the Oilers' 5th power play of the game, by the way, and I don't even know if they have a single shot on any of them. Here's Brett Kulak. He'll walk in with a slap shot, and that hits someone and goes way wide. There's an LA King down on the ice right now. Here's Kapanen behind the King's net. Power plays come to an end. 5-on-5. And I don't know what Kapanen was doing there. That's the dumbest play I've ever seen in my life. And here comes Byfield with a shot, and that's stopped by Pickard. Puck behind the net, Warren Fogle. He'll find LaFerriere. Connor Brown trying to knock it out. He can't. Puck sent all the way around the boards in the Oilers zone. Spence is hit hard into the boards by Max Jones. Connor Brown trying to make a play to Darnell Nurse. The Oilers give it away. They're just not managing the puck. I know they're shorthanded. They're missing a lot of players, but the Oilers are just also not managing the puck well. Here's a bouncing puck on Pickard, and he'll make the stop. Tight playoff hockey, I said. Just got home from the gym to this baloney, this Bolognese. Could have been some strategy by not letting LA have any looks at McDavid before the playoffs, rest him, and giving up on home ice. Maybe, like I said, like there might be like something at play here with Edmonton, like a mental play. We'll see if it pays off, right? We're thinking big brain here. The Oilers are intentionally not trying tonight. That is my copium for the evening. That dream died the first 5 minutes of this game, right? Katie, what are you doing, bud? Hi. Hi, bud. Now, Kitty really wants to play right now. He's like biting at my hand. I'm a Kings fan. I want to say I enjoy your video. Keep up the great work. Hey, I appreciate that, Emperor King, and good luck in the first round. We're going to have a ton of fun in this 7-game series. Hopefully it goes the full 7 for maximum entertainment value. And, of course, I look forward to interacting with many more Kings fans. Y'all were so fun last year to interact with, by the way. I loved the Kings fan interactions. It was a blast, and I'm looking forward to it again this season. And, like, that's not sarcasm, by the way. Y'all are great. Has the team ever forfeited a game before? This might be a good case for it. RIP. It was my birthday yesterday. Oilers PFA, happy birthday. Sweet 17, let's go. Love that. Any chance I'm coming to any games or watching any of the going to the watch parties for the playoffs? Part of my entire family's daily routine. All of us watch the reports before work and after school. Hey, I love that. Thank you, by the way, so much for that. The plan is right now, stream every playoff game from my office here at home. I would like to go to one playoff game. I'd like to go to one. If I go to a playoff game, it'll probably be either game 3 or 4 against the Kings, because obviously Edmonton is not getting home ice now. Going to game 1, I'm a Kings fan here. Much respect. I appreciate that, Danny. Here's Quinn Hudson trying to get the puck. He's knocked off of it, but Hudson wins the board battle. Kapanen can't come up with it, and the Kings, once again, they're going to come up through the neutral zone with speed. LaFerriere, he's knocked off the puck. Oh, and there's a hit from behind by Emberson, and Kapanen getting involved. Now, this game's getting chippy. These teams are a little bit feisty. Here's a shot from the point, and Calvin Pickard with the save, and there's some more rough stuff going on. Deneen has someone in his arms. Malo? I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name on the Kings. He's kind of getting involved. I'm doing an Oilers right now. A little poop emoji. The team looked much more energetic when he was in the lineup. Tonight, not at all. That's, yeah. Yeah. So 8:05 to play in the second period. The Oilers only have 12 shots on goal, by the way. Oh, and have I mentioned that they've had 5 power plays and only 12 shots on goal in the whole game? Just thought I'd remind everyone that the Oilers have had 5 power plays and only have 12 shots on net. It's Rogers Place. And then Rogers Arena is in Vancouver. And then Rogers Center is in Toronto for the Toronto Blue Jays baseball team. There's a lot of buildings that are Rogers. Do we slot Stu Skinner at C1? Could you imagine? Poor Pickard. He's been fed to the wolves tonight. Nice play by Darnell Nurse to keep the puck in the Kings zone, but can't make a play in LA. He'll come back up with it. Here come the Kings now. Here's Brant Clark behind the Oilers net. He's hit. And there's a penalty coming against the Oilers now. Oh boy. Who's going? Is it Jeff Skinner? Is it my boy Jeff? The LA Kings are getting their 6th power play of the game. What do I think of 4 Canadian teams in the playoffs? Well, it could be 5 if Montreal clinches, right? It'd be Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, Edmonton. Well, maybe it is 4. Am I missing? Oh, and what? Winnipeg? Did I miss them? Oilers BF with $6.99 through Super Chat. Love you, man. Tough game, but I've been watching your stream since game 1 this season. You're my go-to for Oilers. Looking forward to the playoffs. Much love. Thank you so much for the Super Chat. I super, super appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You never, ever have to donate money to me, ever. But I do really, truly appreciate it when anyone does. So, again, you all humble me. I appreciate your support. It means the world. It's a 2-man advantage. The LA Kings get a 5-on-3. Corey Perry got a misconduct, I think. He's being sent off the ice. That's all good, vehicle. Listen, these live streams, it's about you guys, right? I hadn't done a live stream in a long time. The game's going bad, but the chat interaction, all of you watching at home, everyone tuning in and supporting, you all are the reason why I live stream. Whatever happens in the game happens. But I have more fun hanging out with all of you, right? I don't know, Jeb. I have no idea. Is it McCully reffing tonight? I didn't realize. Alrighty, so 5-on-3 for LA here. For a full 2 minutes, here's Kempe. Down low. LA's going to be cycling it around a bit. Here's Fiala to Kempe. Kempe right circle, back to the point to Kopitar. Kempe, one-timer, puck off of Nurse's stick. It broke it, so it's a 5-on-2 basically for the Kings. And we got a ref you suck chant going from the crowd. Here's Kempe, walks in, and nice save by Calvin Pickard. Honestly, that's fair, wee potato. Thank you. Miserable Sabres fan. Yeah, hey, and yes, that's my name. I am always a miserable. I want Buffalo to be good so bad. Also, can you, as a Sabres fan, I have one question. Can you explain to me why the Sabres turn into the best team in the NHL when they're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs? It's like they become mathematically eliminated, and then they just go on a huge tear to end the season, and then they don't even get a good draft pick because of it. Here's Kempe to Kopitar. Kopitar hanging on to it, looking for a shot, doesn't have one. Here's Fiala for the Kings. Kopitar, bottom of the right circle. He'll play it to Kempe. Kempe across the ice. Here's Kuzmenko to Kempe. Kempe, Kuzmenko, he's going to walk in, shoot. Puck's bouncing around. Kuzmenko with another shot. And I don't know if that was stopped or if it hit a body in front. There was a wide open net. Here's Kempe. Kopitar. 45 seconds remaining on the 2-man advantage for LA. Kopitar slides it in front the front of the crease, and the Oilers will shoot that down the ice and clear it. Darcy Kemper, he'll get the puck up quickly, try and catch the Oilers on a change. Here's Kemper for LA. 30 seconds left in the 2-man advantage. Here's Kopitar to Kempe. Down low, Fiala. Knocked off of the puck briefly by Darnell Nurse, but the Kings maintain possession. Here's Fiala. He's looking for a lane, doesn't have one. Fiala in front. He shoots off the post. Rebound. It's in the crease. They can't come up with it, and Calvin Pickard's going to hang on with 7 seconds left in the power plays. And the refs are telling Darnell Nurse to get out of the way. Is Nurse getting a penalty now? Someone was down for LA, and I think Darnell Nurse is getting a penalty here. Byfield's down. I miss the Dominic Hasek days, but I always wanted to rip on GM Adams. Most Sabres fans don't like him. Yeah, Kevin Adams, no bueno. No bueno. I'm sad that I missed most of Dominic Hasek's prime. What an unbelievable goaltender. So Darnell Nurse. Oh, a cross check to the back of Byfield's head. And then another shot. What is Darnell Nurse doing? He's going to get suspended before the playoffs, bro. What is Nurse doing? Dude, he's going to get suspended. I don't want to see this. I don't want guys to, Darnell Nurse is going to get suspended here. He's probably going to get at least a game. He throws Byfield down and then hits him in the head. Darnell Nurse is such an idiot. Oilers masterclass when the games do not matter. Yeah, that's... Oh my God, man. Darnell Nurse is just an absolute bonehead. He puts him in a headlock and brings him down, and then he hits him in the back of the head. Like, what is he doing? I mean, is it just a love tap? A headshot's a headshot. I just don't like headshots. I would rather... Guys, I don't mind rough and tough hockey, but I would rather two players square up, consent to a fight, instead of see stuff like that. That's a 5-minute major to Darnell Nurse, and he will likely be suspended for at least one game, if not more. Yeah, that's a 5-minute major. Exactly. I don't like headshots personally. I've suffered concussions in my life, and I just don't like that. There's a way to go about this. Oh, and it looks like they're going to put Jeff Skinner in the box too, and Quinn Hudson's in there. I don't know what's going on here. Well, I guess Jeff Skinner was serving a penalty is what I should say. Here's a shot attempt. It's blocked in front. Another shot, and Calvin Pickard with the save. So LA has a full 5-minute power play here. I don't know what Hudson did. Stu might have to play right D at this rate, right? Oh my God. Oh, Josh Brown's out there. Josh Brown's chatting with Warren Fogle. That's a size mismatch. Watch Josh Brown do something stupid now. Oh, I hated that Emperor King. Did not like the sucker punch at all. All right. So 5-minute power play for the Kings. Here's a shot from the point, and Pickard went sliding out of his crease. Nugent Hopkins trying to come up with it. Doughty will get it up the ice, though. Here's Laferriere. He's going to skate in on the right side. Checked by Brett Kulak. Puck behind the Oilers' net. Comes around the boards. Adam Henrique will have time to make a play. Backhands it up and out. Good clear from Adam Henrique. Josh Brown with the Michigan. I'd buy a Josh Brown jersey if he hit a Michigan and scored. No cap. Puck in front, and Connor Brown's going to steal that, and he's going to skate up the ice. Connor Brown shorthanded. Mattias Janmark trying to jump into the play. Brown on his backhand. Oh, and he just missed the net. Connor Brown with a great opportunity. Cam Dineen, he'll steal that in the neutral zone. Here's Janmark for Edmonton. He's being all hooked up. Gives it to Cam Dineen now. Dineen skates into the Kings zone. Just trying to kill some time here. Hope for a bright future for the Sabres. We need a goalie, and I hated how the team treated Eichel. Oh, I know, right? Like, I'm happy Eichel has had success since he's been traded, but I wish it would have been in Buffalo and not Vegas. Here's Kempe now to Kopitar. Dumped in deep. LA trying to come up with it. Puck kind of bobbling around, but Dineen up the boards, doesn't get it out. And here's Kuzmenko for the Kings. Back to the blue line. Here's Fiala. Fiala across the ice. Back to the point. Here's a shot, and that's stopped by Calvin Pickard. Kempe from the blue line. Here's Kopitar. Stolen by Emberson on his backhand. Up the middle. Not out. Emberson had time to get that out, and he didn't. Here's Kopitar for the Kings. Back to Kempe. Across the ice. Here's a one-timer by Fiala, and Calvin Pickard, giving Calvin Pickard some credit here. He's hanging in this one in a game that could very easily go completely off the rails. Not Owie donated $2 through Super Chat. Respect for watching this trash live. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's one of those games. One of those games. So I'm just catching up on comments. I'm just reading stuff. Good stream and night. Much love from a Sabres fan. Hope we get better soon. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You're the best. Actually, you're right. This game was off the rails from puck drop. There's 2:45 left in the 5-minute major. Fiala will walk in, drops it to the slot. Here's Kempe with a shot. That deflects wide. The Kings are going to keep it in there. Here's Kuzmenko. Down low to Kopitar. Across to Kempe. Back to Kuzmenko at the point. He'll play it to Kempe, left circle. He tries to play the puck across the ice, and it goes high off of Josh Brown's stick. Josh Brown behind the net. He's taken off of the puck by Fiala. Fiala walks in front and tries to get a shot off. Good job by Brett Kulak to get in the lane and prevent that from happening. And here comes Kuzmenko behind the Oilers' net, trying to make a play. He's hit by Emberson. Dineen trying to come up with the puck. It'll come back to Drew Doughty at the right point. Doughty to Philip Deneau. Philip Deneau to Drew Doughty with a shot, and that goes high and wide, and the puck goes off of the ref. That benefits the Oilers, and they will send it all the way down the ice. Kemper now with another quick up. Oh, and the Kings have numbers here. 3-on-1, 4-on-1. Here's a play in front. And the play went just wide at the back door. I thought that was in for a second. And Matthias Janmark trying to get it clear. 3 Kings down low fighting for it. Deneau against Emberson will shove the puck to Doughty. And is there another penalty against the Oilers? Is this another penalty against Edmonton? Or is it against the Kings? No, Philip Deneau is going to the box. It's a penalty against Philip Deneau. I thought the Oilers were getting the penalty, but we're going to have 4-on-4 for 1:31 here. There's been so many power plays in this game. Seeing clips of Andy Sutton, that dude was huge. He was also like one of the worst players I've ever seen in my life. True. Yeah. We will have an abbreviated power play in the third period. For about 12 seconds. Nugent Hopkins can't come up with it. Jeff Skinner will chase the puck. He hits Mikey Anderson. Nuge can't come up with it, though. Doughty will find Kopitar. 4-on-4 for 1:17 seconds. And there's 1:30 left in the period, by the way. Here's Kempe for the Kings. Kempe finds Kopitar with speed. Kopitar knocked off the puck by Bouchard. Cam Dineen also working the boards to come up with it. Puck being held along the boards. Nobody can... Oh, the Kings do come up with it, though. Here's Kempe. Checked by Bouchard. Bouchard in front. He'll find Dineen. Dineen spinning off of a check. Doesn't just want to, he did give the puck away, but at least Bouchard's there. Lucky the Kings were changing. Here comes Nugent Hopkins now. 3-on-2 for the Oilers. He finds Dineen. Dineen to Nuge. Can't get a shot off. Nuge behind the net now. Nugent Hopkins spins away from a check. Spins off of another check. He'll walk into the slot. No shot from Nugent Hopkins. He spins, and he'll drop it for Emberson. Emberson walks in. Behind the Kings net. Circles around. Oilers with some pressure here. He'll play it in front to Nugent Hopkins. That goes off of his stick and wide. Here's Kulak now. Down low. Here's Connor Brown for the Oilers. Connor Brown will just skate out of the Kings zone with 10 seconds left in the 4-on-4, and then the Oilers will have a brief power play. Here comes Victor Arvidsson. He'll avoid a check. Puck comes to Brett Kulak. 20 seconds left in the period. Oilers with pressure here. Here's Emberson. Oilers on the power play now. Emberson tries to get it in deep, but the LA Kings are going to come up with that and shoot it all the way down the ice. And that's basically going to kill the rest of the clock as the Oilers will head into the third period down 4-0 in a game where they've been outshot 25-13. They'll have 12 seconds of power play to start the third. Woof. What a game, folks. What a game. Thoughts on Josh Brown? Better, our best offensive threat right now. Josh Brown is the worst player in the history of hockey. I don't think I've ever seen a player worse than Josh Brown. And that's not even an exaggeration. Comeback time, yeah, comeback time. Ooh. Nope. Pretty unlikely. What's up, Alberta, brother rival? Hey, Deadly Flames, what's going on? How are you? I mean, I'm sure you're doing a lot better than me right now. You're probably having a blast watching the Kings just dismantle Edmonton. That period could have gone better. You think it could have went worse? Wait, I said that at the end of the first period, and then we objectively played an even worse period than the first, so. I just don't like slow, big players that don't contribute meaningfully on the ice. And as someone that likes analytics, Josh Brown has never... I mean, he's been objectively one of the worst analytical players ever. So... Duncan Keith coming out of retirement would be better than Josh Brown, objectively. Not even an argument. Yeah, I don't know if I'm, how I feel about the prime commentators. Staring at a wall would be more interesting. Trying to focus on the Golden Knights and then Kings game that we have to play. I want to give kudos to Wolf being a good goal. Yay. Dustin Wolf should be up for the Calder this season, in my opinion. He has been terrific. 5K subs push going into the playoffs. I feel it happening. Yes, we are getting very close to 5,000 subscribers. I am very, very, very excited about that. What are we currently at right now? Where are we at? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. 4,836, or about 144 away from 5,000, which is pretty incredible, honestly. Only been doing this for about a year and a half, so that's pretty special in my opinion. Take a look here for you. We are climbing the ladder. Especially over the last couple of weeks, we've seen a pretty good spike, and I think as the playoffs go on, as long as the Oilers go on a decent run, we'll probably hit 5,000 during the playoffs. Either Winnipeg or Vegas. I'm hating the game, but loving the chat. Thanks, Austin, for making it great. Hey, I'm doing my best, Sergio. I appreciate you tuning in. Check Discord, or I'll find. I'll check the Discord after. I promise. Just debating going to bed and dealing with my Kings buddy tomorrow. Honestly, that I wouldn't blame you. All right, let's take a look at some of the stats after two periods. Now, LA's only scored one in the second, but it's been a disaster of a game. The Kings are 2 for 8 on the power play. The Oilers have 53 minutes in penalties. Let's take a look and see what happened there. Podkolzin got a misconduct. Corey Perry got an unsportsmanlike conduct, so he got 2 for unsportsmanlike and then a 10-minute misconduct. Jeff Skinner got a slash. Wait, why was Corey Perry's misconduct like 20 seconds later? What? It doesn't even make any sense. 12 a.m. Have had a long and fun day. Hope the Oilers make it interesting and fun in the third. Have a great night. Hey, you have a great night as well. I'm glad you enjoyed the game at the Bell Center, my favorite building in the NHL. I can't wait to go back. Remember the goalie fight between us? Oh, it was amazing. Mike Smith against Cam Talbot. That was incredible. What would I do if the Oilers get knocked out? Am I still going to stream? Yes, I'll still be doing live streams during the playoffs. I'll follow any Canadian team that is still in it. I will do live streams for them. If every Canadian team gets knocked out, I will just do like normal live streams where it's just I won't do commentary really. It would just be more of a formal, like, just hang out with chat and react to the game. And, you know, we'll have different storylines and players to talk about, but yeah, no, absolutely. Calgary deserves a brand new barn. They deserve a brand new barn for sure. Darnell Nurse, man, what an idiot. What an idiot, man. What do we think? Does Darnell Nurse get at least a 1-game suspension? And expected goals in all situations, 2.63 to 0.95 in favor of the Kings. Now, honestly, with the amount of power plays that LA has had, I expected a much better ratio here, personally. If we look at expected goals at 5-on-5, the only Oiler near 50% is Jeff Skinner. Victor Arvidsson also kind of close, but nobody else is anywhere near the zone right now. Like, nobody's having a good game. Is this Josh Brown? Look at Josh Brown, 12% expected goals for percentage. You love to see that. Love it. And if we take a look at who's played the least amount on the Oilers, Max Jones with a solid 536. Quinn Hudson's next at 623. Bud Golson 627. Jeff Skinner's up to 945 now. Hey, he got an extra minute in the second. I think Hyman will play game 1. I think that is what the word is. Loved the Atlanta Thrashers jersey. I actually gave away an Atlanta Thrashers jersey when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I did a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and it was a white, like a road Atlanta Thrashers jersey. So at the time, when I got the jersey back in 2003, of course, teams back in 2003, they wore white when they were the home team. So you could call it a home jersey. Yo, what's up, McSorley? Good to see you again. We need you out on the ice, McSorley, making a difference in this game. Just pulled up to the stream. What is going on? It's been a disaster. It's been an absolute disaster tonight. I'm sick of the public subsidizing billionaire owners. I agree. I agree. If owners want a new arena, pay for the dang thing. Especially when the public will fund an arena and then all the money still goes to the ownership group, like the revenue, like beer sales, food, ticket. Like, what are we doing? But that's the extent that I'll talk about that. After tonight's game, I'd go back to Skinner. Unfortunately, yeah, it sucks because, like, I don't think Pickard has played terribly today. He made some big saves in the second period. Just one of those games where the team in front of him, not quite there, and this game has just been riddled with penalties. Will Wallman be back for the last game against the Sharks? I'm not sure yet, actually. Would have loved a Kovalchuk Thrashers jersey. Absolutely. Pre-playoff beard, yep. Stuart Skinner's going to go in as a starter and score 5 and bring us back. Absolutely. Austin, you should sign a jersey, then ship it to me. I could cough, forge it, and sign off on things. I don't think so. Yo, what's up, Brutality? Hey, Austin, how do you think Avalanche versus Stars in the playoffs go? You think the Avalanche will put up a good fight against Dallas? As of right now, Colorado should take out Dallas. I have Colorado beating Dallas for a couple reasons. Colorado is faster. They have bigger game breakers. Like McKinnon and Makar, like, they completely break the game. They can single-handedly take over a game. And Dallas right now, they have a lot of injuries on their blue line that make me concerned for Dallas's ability to go far this year. And Dallas, even though Jake Ottinger's a really good goalie, I'm not saying he's not, But Jake Ottinger, he's hot and cold. Are you going to get elite Jake Ottinger, or are you going to get Swiss cheese Jake Ottinger? But I think Colorado, because they constantly attack in waves, I think they're going to break Dallas early, in my opinion. How are the call-ups doing? Not great. I would have loved to see Noah Philp tonight instead of some other guys. Stu got to play against the Moose while the Oil iced the Condors for Pickard's start tonight. Unfortunate. I agree, Bradley. Met Canadian people in Europe who think the Leafs will win the Stanley Cup. I've seen Elvis today as well. Look at that. That's awesome. Bring back the Nordiques. I would love the Quebec Nordiques to come back. I have a very nice Quebec Nordiques hat that I actually wear quite often. Love the Nordiques. I would love to see them come back. Hopefully Landeskog is able to perform well in his return too. Listen, that's another thing. Gabriel Landeskog. What a story that is. I am rooting for Landeskog so much. I know he already has a Stanley Cup, and he could have had his storybook ending if he wanted it, but his determination to get back on the ice competitively after what he's gone through, I love that, man. Love Landeskog. One of the players in the NHL that I just have the most respect for. He's like Patrice Bergeron, where you can't really dislike him. Like, who do you know that actually dislikes Gabriel Landeskog? Nobody. He's like the most likable player in the league. I'll check the clips later on Mr. NHL. I agree, Bradley. They won't bring them back. I'd love it, but yeah. Send Josh Brown to the nether. True, exactly. That's why spirits are high here. I got lots of energy. I'm chilling. I miss our captain. Yeah, he's going to be back, though. I think Landeskog is going to be back, right? He's been playing pretty well in the AHL. Do you think Knobloch will take note of all this correctly? I think Knobloch's having a nap in his office right now. I don't think he's taking any notes. Josh Brown should go back to Pee Wee. You're so mean to Josh Brown. Wonder if the Oilers thought they would play good tonight. I don't know if the Oilers thought anything tonight. I don't know what's going on. Josh Brown is Steve. Hamilton, Quebec will never get an expansion team. Yeah, it sounds like Houston and Atlanta, I think, are going to be the next two teams in the U.S. Let's put a third team in Atlanta. It worked the first two times. Do you think McDavid will play the last game to get a chance to hit 100 points? I think he does. I think he absolutely does. I think McDavid plays it on Wednesday. If he gets a point to hit 100, I think he'll just sit the rest of the game. Surely he didn't lead to all the goals against, right? Well, one of them he took a penalty and they scored. And the penalty kill has not been great tonight that he's been on. He's also a -2. And he's been on the ice for, I think, 3 of the goals. 1 was on the penalty kill, 2 have been at even strength. But he's been terrible. Do we want more memberships? Is that what we're doing? 10 more memberships, and then I owe... Because I did 10 in the first intermission. I'll do 10 tonight, again, for the second intermission. So that's 20 total, and then I owe 10 more on Wednesday. What does a membership do? So basically, memberships are just like an extra way to support the channel. If you have a membership, you get a badge beside your name. Sometimes I upload videos and make it members only for the first few hours, so you kind of get that first exclusive chance to watch the video before anyone else. I haven't done that in a while, though. That's why I never ask for like memberships, by the way. Like, I never advertise it. I usually just give away memberships just so that people can have them, and you'll see a badge by your name, and you're usually highlighted if you comment on my videos. So How has Hudson looked? Honestly, I don't know. He's had so little ice time, I haven't even noticed him. He's only played 623 tonight. All right, we'll do more memberships. We'll do more memberships here. 10 more, right? 10 memberships. Let's do it. Let's do it, chat. 10 memberships for the community. Let's see who gets them. Who all gets a membership? Oh, boy. We got Midwest Scumbag, Nathan Shea. Hey, welcome back, Nathan. We got Paradox, SSG, Dimchenko, Spitfire, Tulum, big old bowl of soup, Tats, and Eric Reinhart. Congrats for those of you who got memberships tonight. I did 20 gifted memberships. I owe the community, I owe all of you 10 more. I will gift those on Wednesday against the Sharks, I promise. Hey, what's up, Golder? How you doing? Let's go gambling. Scammed. No bots. Come on. These are real human beings, I promise. I like Kopitar. Kopitar is one of those players where I don't hate because he's not one of those players that plays dirty. I respect Kopitar. Watching live since the first game of the NHL of this year. I'm sorry, Golder. One day. With Landeskog coming back, I hope he can help our young players in Colorado too. Absolutely. He's an incredible leader. There's a reason why he was named captain at such a young age for that team, and he's going to be a great mentor for the next generation of players in Colorado. I don't understand why you play Pickard in this game when all your horses are out of the lineup unless they are playing Skinner in game one. They wanted to get Skinner into the game yesterday. I really do feel like Pickard should have went in yesterday, but maybe they didn't want Skinner in against the Kings. Maybe they were worried that LA would crash the crease because we know Skinner had a concussion. Maybe they didn't want that to happen. I don't know what the logic is. I wonder if we'll get a new coach in 2026. I mean, seems like every 2 years the Oilers have to get a new coach, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, Kopitar is for sure. Obviously his production has dipped, but that happens with age. In his prime though, Kopitar was legitimately maybe the most underrated player in the NHL. Nurse is a disgrace. Darnell Nurse is an absolute moron. And don't worry, in the postgame fan reaction, I'm going to be talking about Darnell Nurse, and I'm going to be very gloves off. I'm not going to pull punches. Darnell Nurse should be suspended at least one game, personally. Minimum. There's no reason to do what he did. I don't care if the head contact was minimal. It's still head contact on a defenseless player. What are we doing? Do I think the Calgary Flames will get better? The fact that, they have a true goalie of the future in Dustin Wolf. They have good pieces to build around. They have Zane Perrick, who's going to be an absolute superstar for them on the blue line. Calgary has a real good foundation. Give them another couple years, and they are going to be Pacific Division rivals that we are going, as an Oilers fan, we're not going to want to play them very often. I don't disagree, unique package. That's something that, for fans of other teams right now, if you're tuning in, whether you're a Kings fan or whoever you're a fan of, listen, how the Oilers have played tonight is abysmal. And what they've been trying to do, and especially Darnell Nurse on Byfield, stupid. I will not sit here and defend my team tonight. Will not do it because there's no reason to defend my team tonight. He cross-checked Byfield in the back of the head when he was laying down on the ice. First he put him in a headlock, threw him to the ice, and then he cross-checked Byfield in the back of the head. Yo, We Potato with the $2 super chat. More memberships. Listen, we'll do 10 more on Wednesday, I promise. Thank you so much for the super chat, though. I do appreciate that. I do my best. Unique package. Listen, I would be, if I was a Kings fan right now, I would be so frustrated. I would be so mad. I don't know how many of you watching right now, Kings fans will remember, but do you remember last year in the playoffs? Was it Game 3 against LA? It was in Los Angeles. And LA, there was a couple knee on knees, and LA they were running around. They got down early in the game. The Oilers, I think, scored 3 goals in the first period. They were owning the Kings on the power play, and then LA started playing, I would say, not very sportsmanlike. And the LA Kings had a ton of penalties that game. There's a lot of frustration. And as an Oilers fan, I was very mad at how LA was playing in that game last year in the playoffs. That's how I feel with the Oilers right now. The way Edmonton is playing, they're down in the game. Nothing's gone right. And what they've done and some of the decisions they've made and how their actions on the ice are unacceptable, in my opinion. It could be Chris Brown. Here's a 2-on-1 for LA. Here's Warren Fogle with a shot, and that goes just wide. Let's see if the Oilers can get 1 goal. The chair is not the OG. You want me to go to the OG chair for the playoffs? I can switch the chair for the playoffs. I am pretty superstitious. Maybe I do have to go back to the OG chair. First truly nice Oiler fan. I promise, Deadly Flames, most, if not all, Oilers fans that you'll find on my channel are very, very friendly. They love the rivalry, but we have fostered a very positive community here. So I always welcome fans of other teams to tune in as well, because at the end of the day, we're all hockey fans. So I appreciate the kind words, and I agree. Losing Bennett and Tkachuk and Gaudreau, right? Like, those were huge, huge losses for your team. Well, Bowman won't get fired if the Oilers get swept in the first round, because the only thing that he's really been able to make decisions on is like the trade deadline. But I think Knobloch would be gone for sure. And I think Bowman, if the Oilers are ousted in the first round, he will likely trade a core piece of this team. Or at least attempt to move a core piece. I'm not friendly. Yeah, I'm going to talk you all up and be like, hey, my community's super chill and nice. And then they're all just going to be so mean now. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I like, when I was younger and my favorite player was Ryan Smith, like when he was traded, like that broke me as a 12-year-old. I cried, man. Like I'm not even like ashamed to admit it. Here's Kulak. He'll dump it in. Connor Brown can't come up with it. Let's see if the Oilers, what kind of fight does Edmonton have here? Do they get at least 1 goal, or is LA just going to put the pressure on? Here come the Kings. Little spin move by Fiala, or Moore, sorry. Download of Warren Fogle. Here's Doughty trying to get it back into the corner, but Nugent Hopkins will steal that, and he'll play it to Connor Brown. Connor Brown, end of his shift, he'll just backhand. Oh, not the end of his shift. He's going to chase after that. Never mind. Have I met any friendly Flames fans? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've definitely met a lot of friendly Flames fans. I've interacted with quite a bit on Twitter. I have a couple Flames fans in real life. Here's a play in front, and oh my God, what a save on Connor Brown. Darcy Kemper just robbed Connor Brown. Wow. Connor Brown on the doorstep. One times it in. Darcy Kemper, great lateral movement to get across. He was my great-grandma's favorite player, too. She thankfully passed a month before her boy Smitty was traded. Yeah, that probably would have broke her, right? Getting comeback time or smoked even harder time. Get out of this game without any injuries time is how I'm hoping. Smitty, Ryan Smith. He was the heart and soul of the Oilers for a long time. He was on the Oilers from 1995 to 2007, and then he came back to the Oilers in 2011 for the last couple years of his career. Absolutely, Wheat Potato. We are very excited for the playoffs. Oh, and Quinn Hudson, giveaway in the neutral zone. LA, they'll attack on transition. Here come the Kings. Shot on net, stopped by Calvin Pickard. Back to the point. Puck bouncing around, and that's going to be picked up by Dineen. He'll just throw it up the middle of the ice. This is kind of a tough game to put Quinn Hudson in for his first ever NHL game too, right? Like, here's Fiala. Puck comes to the blue line. I don't know who that was on LA. Mova something. Sorry, Kings fans, I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. Here's Max Jones putting some pressure on Fiala. Fiala will play it back. Clark up the ice to Danault. Moverara? Is that how you say his name? Moverara? I will say, as an Oilers fan, Deadly Flames, there were certain players that I loved on Calgary. And Johnny Gaudreau was a player that I absolutely loved. I actually loved watching the Flames in 2015 when they beat the Canucks in round 1 in 6 games. Here's a puck up the middle of the ice. Going to be picked up by Brett Kulak. He'll drop it for Jeff Skinner. Jeff Skinner on his backhand. Spins away from trouble. Across the ice. Here's a play in front. Oh, and Nugent Hopkins. He missed the... Did Kemper make the save or did Nugent just miss the net there? Here's Jeff Skinner. He'll play it back down low. Kapanen will chase after it against Mikey Anderson. Anderson knocked off the puck for a second, but Kopitar comes up with it, and it's kicked out into the neutral zone. Oh, Andrei Kiprasov, man. What a goalie. And Jerome McGinley, hey, listen, in 2004, I was cheering for the Calgary Flames hard to beat Tampa. Here's a shot by Kempe, and that deflects high and wide. Here's a play. Kasperi Kapanen skating up the left wing, up the middle of the ice. Max Jones can't come up with it, but Janmark does. Janmark chops at it against Kopitar. Kopitar trying to make a play here, but it's going to be picked up by Spence. Spence reverses to Anze Kopitar. Josh Brown wearing the clown suit. Yeah, Conroy's done some nice work. Y'all got some real good prospects. You've got good draft capital. You have good pieces to build with. And you got a good goalie. Dustin Wolf is terrific. Here's a shot from the point from LA. Does not make it. Here's Adam Henrique now. He'll find Arvidsson with speed. Arvidsson, though, loses it against Casper the Ghost. Nobody was near Arvidsson, and he lost the puck. Fiala dumps it in deep behind the net. Calvin Pickard comes out of his crease to play it to Quinn Hudson. Hudson up the middle to Vasily Podkolzin. Podkolzin chases after it, going to throw a hit. Podkolzin's one of those players that's had a bit of an edge tonight, and Podkolzin's got to be careful not to let his tempers flare too much. Play back through the neutral zone, and LA's putting on a clinic here, right? Remember Lanny McDonald, what a stance that guy had. Lanny McDonald was a bit before my time. I never saw him play live. Oh, almost a giveaway in front by the Oilers, but they do get it out. We'll see, Nando. We'll see. Oh, no. You should probably maybe... I mean... This game is out of reach. Like, Edmonton's not coming back here, right? So you might, like, those of you who have school or work or whatever, I don't blame you if you just take the rest of the night off. Here's Kempe across the ice, and there's a goal by Kempe to make it 5-0. The Kings. You think there's a miracle on Manchester reverse here for Edmonton? You think we'll get 5 goals before the end of the third and then win this thing in overtime? Nah, I don't think so. Is there a rule where you can't just have 5 people clogging the net? I think that could work. I mean, nobody's tried it. I seriously can't believe people would drive 6 hours and spend $1,000 to watch a game like this. Got to expect Oilers to be that's tough, right? Like, there are probably a lot of people in the stands bringing their kids to the game. Like you said, driving from out of town. I think I got lucky. The only game I went to this year, the Oilers played LA and won 1-0. So, but I did watch Edmonton lose 3-0 in Montreal. So I know how this feels. This is not a fun feeling for fans that pay. Hey, sounds good, Wheat Potato. Drive safe. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. So glad I changed that $25 subscription to honey garlic wings. Hell yeah. I'm jealous. Oh, I know. The Flames should have had at least one with Iginla, man. Yeah, that's tough. And Kiprasov was so good, too. Such a throwaway game. My only hope is that I don't have to watch any more games on Prime. Yeah, no games on Prime for the playoffs. This is the last one of the year. Thank goodness. Wait, they took Kemper out of the game. So they put David Riddick in. I guess with the 5-0 lead, they're resting their goalie? I don't know. Here's a play in front. Here come the Kings now. Laferriere with a shot. That goes wide. Fiala towards the goal in Bouchard's skates. Here's a play in front. Podkolzin trying to come up with it. Puck comes to the point. LA keeping the cycle alive for now. Comes to the slot. Here's a shot by Laferriere, and that's stopped by Calvin Pickard. And here's Arvidsson. He'll spin away from a check. Arvidsson walks in. Trying to drop it back. Emerson towards the goal. Does not get the puck there. The Kings doing a great job clogging things up. Warren Fogle tried to flip the puck deep, but that's stolen by Kapanen. I'm not sure. I think it's just to prevent, like, it's load management, right? I think they're just, with how Edmonton's playing, maybe they're worried that they're going to try and run them or something. And honestly, as a head coach, you're up 5-0. If you don't need to risk your goalie getting injured, you might as well take him out, right? I'm paying for our games so we don't have to. Hey, I'm happy to live stream. Listen, I came into the game with a lot of positivity. I was hoping for the best. These losses suck. We'll have a lot to discuss in the fan reaction at the end of the game. So, yeah. Well, I just like hanging out with all of you. Y'all make this a lot more bearable. The memes, the jokes, the fun, the laughs. Yeah, I didn't like when Matthew Tkachuk did that because he left the Flames. Like, I don't know. It was a weird one. He was definitely trying to get under the skin of Oilers fans. Maybe if I was a Flames fan, I'd feel a little bit different. But Matthew Tkachuk is a player that I have hated for a long time. I respect him, and I'd love him on my team, but I hate him. Kapanen, he's dipsying and doodling along the boards and gives the puck away to Moore. Moore is going to skate by Kulak here. Kulak is going to throw a hit. Emberson comes in to support. Load up chicken jockey. Chicken jockey. I need popcorn to just throw everywhere. By the way, don't make a mess for theater workers to have to clean up. I worked at a movie theater. We have to clean up some crazy messes sometimes. Some of the stuff I've seen on TikTok and Instagram Reels from people doing Minecraft memes in the theater, I feel really bad for the workers. Here's a puck up to Corey Perry. He's done serving his 10-minute misconduct. Adam Henrique trying to get by Doughty. Nice play by Doughty. And he'll move the puck to Turcotte. Alex Turcotte will drop it. Turcotte behind the Oilers net, centers it out in front. Nice job by Perry on the back check. He'll come up with it. Here's Podkolzin. He'll dump it in deep and go for a change. Honestly, you are better off without it. Honestly, most social media, if you don't have Twitter, if you don't have Facebook, if you don't have TikTok, if you don't have Instagram, that's actually healthy for you. That's a good thing. You don't need that stuff. It's something that I should actually probably like start. Like if I didn't have a channel to run and like, you know, you got to advertise, right? I put things on Twitter. You got to advertise live streams and different things. If I wasn't producing content, I would delete all of my social medias, and I'm not even kidding. That'd be scary. If anyone walked into a movie theater and saw my face in there, I don't know about that. It means either two things. I've gone missing, or I made it so big that I'm advertising myself at a movie theater, but I would never do that. Yeah, credit to the Kings tonight. Like, you came in with the game plan. You executed the game plan. You frustrated Edmonton, made them take dumb penalties. Darnell Nurse is a moron, probably getting suspended. Yeah, credit to the Kings, man. They are in the Oilers' heads right now. This will be how many games has LA played against Edmonton? Four games this year, and this will be their third win. So the Kings have Edmonton's number this season. And historically, the Oilers have had the Kings number, so it'll definitely make the playoffs a lot more interesting. I appreciate that, McSorley. Thank you. Or I committed. I mean, that too. That could also, maybe I'm wanted. If I get into a heated discussion once I go to bed, I do not re-engage. It is never worth it. That is incredible self-control, and I am very proud of you. So bored right now, throwing an orange around as a ball. Nice. What? Hey, listen, I didn't make anyone watch the game. I didn't make anyone watch this game. Y'all chose to do that on your own. I'm just here. I just happened to hit a start live stream button. Everything else that happened. Yeah, I'll do the post-game fan reaction. As soon as the game's done, I'm going to end the live stream. I will record the post-game fan reaction, and then we'll get ready for the game on Wednesday. There you go, Banana Man. Probably a lot more fun than this. Here's a play in front. Calvin Pickard with another stop. And there's some more rough stuff. Not too much rough stuff, though. Thank you for sending the contagious yawn. Yeah, exactly, vehicle, exactly. I'm trapped here. Yeah, no one can leave. Nobody has free will. I'm to blame for the loss. I refuse to take it. I refuse to take responsibility for this. I also wanted to see what Quinn Hudson could do as well. It's unfortunate that this game was riddled with power plays and penalties and nonsense because, like, we didn't really get a true look at Hudson, which sucks. Yeah, Zach Werenski should be up for the Norris. And he probably would have been in my heart consideration as well. Like, Werenski's been incredible for Columbus. I made us think that the Oilers would win. Yeah, it is a big gamble, Laser, especially with how many players are coming back from injury. And some guys who haven't played with the team, like, at all. Trent Frederick has played 7 minutes with this team. Evander Kane hasn't played all year. There are so many question marks for the Oilers. Uh, 100%. He would have. Boulder. And Quinn Hughes likely would have been in the Hart conversation as well. And here's a shot towards the net, and I don't know if that was Corey Perry that fell in the crease. And Perry and Spencer pushing at each other. Perry wants to fight, but Smeds doesn't want anything to do with him. And honestly, if you're the Kings, why even engage, right? Like, there's no need to fight if you're the Kings. Shake some buns sign for the watch parties. Thank you for that. Josh Brown should win the Norris. Oh, no. I respect you. I want Oilers to win a cup. Yes, I said it. Hey, you know what? And best of luck to the Flames as well. Hopefully they make the playoffs. It's an outside chance this year, but I look forward to the Battle of Alberta becoming very competitive once again. I appreciate your kind words. Here's Connor Brown trying to make a pass. Here's Bouchard with a shot, and that's stopped by David Riddick. Big save, Dave, with the stop. But since we are coming close to the end of this game, if you have not hit the like button on the live stream yet, make sure to just hit the like button. It's all I ask from all of you. It's the only thing I'll ever actually ask for during streams or videos. Just hit the like button. That is the best way to support the stream. It kind of like pushes my stuff into the algorithm more. So thank you. I don't know if Draisaitl will play, but McDavid for sure. I think he wants to get that 100th point. And I think once McDavid gets the 100th point, they will likely just sit him the rest of the game. Florida has a great chance at a cup. Hey, from Anaheim. Hey, what's up, Dark Fear? Nice to meet you. I am chilling and having I have a bright future for the Anaheim Ducks. Hey, the Ducks have an incredibly bright future. You've got some incredible talent on that team. Likely another high-end pick this season. And Anaheim, they played Edmonton real hard this season. In fact, Anaheim played Edmonton so well that it was one of the most annoying matchups of the year. That's a good thing for you, obviously. I hope so, Colby. Likely. It depends how far Edmonton goes in the playoffs. If there's going to be big changes. Right, Edward? That's what I was trying to... Like, that's what I've been saying. Like, there was no reason for Darnell Nurse to do what he did. Do you think we blow it up this offseason and have Josh Brown be coach, goalie, GM, and player? Oh, no. No, don't even, like, put that into existence. Don't do it. I'll shut my channel down. I will never make another video again. You got to give credit to these teams, though. Like, I always say it in all my pregame videos and postgame fan reactions. Like, it's the National Hockey League. If you are not on top of your game, it doesn't matter where a team is in the standings. These are professional players. The league has a lot of parity nowadays. You got to be ready to go. You've got to play your game. You've got to assert yourself. And, you know, has Edmonton had their best against San Jose and Anaheim this season? Maybe not. But they've also played Edmonton hard. Other teams step up their game when they play the Oilers. And the Oilers have to learn to step their game up even more. Here's a play to Doughty. One-timer in front. That's stopped by Calvin Pickard. And Bud Colson trying to just skate this out of trouble here. Here's a shot from the point. Saved by Riddick. Hudson. That was a good shot by Hudson, actually. Would have loved to see him get his first NHL goal. Here's Bud Colson for Edmonton. Or sorry, Nugent Hopkins waiting for a change. Tried to make a pass, and Nugent Hopkins was just a horrible giveaway. I don't even know what that was, man. Like, no reason for that. The puck bouncing all over him. Cam Dineen will skate it up the ice now. He'll find Kapanen. Spins off a check. Stolen. And the Kings have a 2-on-1. Here comes Hellenius across the ice with a shot. And that goes off of a stick and out of play. Me receiving brain rot off of this game. Honestly, Calvin Pickard, man. Like, this game could have been like 10-0. I don't think this game is fair to, like, evaluate Pickard harshly. I mean, look at the team that's in front of him. Look how well LA has played. Look at the chances LA has had, too. I think there's only, like, I think of the 5 goals that LA has scored, I'd say only like 1 you could probably pin on picks. No, Nugent Hopkins has been invisible. Basically, since Nuge got that hat trick against Seattle, he's just been he's been dust. He doesn't exist. I would go with Pickard, Danny, personally, but sorry for the 6-2 Ducks win against the Oilers. And one question I ask is, when is Ducks done with the rebuild? I would think, depending on what they do this offseason, Anaheim should be fighting for a wild card spot next season. And they should likely be in that hunt, if not fighting for a top 3 spot in the Pacific, in my opinion. I think Anaheim's biggest hindrance right now is their head coach. I think Anaheim needs a better head coach that knows how to utilize younger players a little bit better and has a longer leash for certain players. I think a few players have regressed under your head coach, but we'll have to see. Agreed, Mark. I hated every second of it. Yeah, Utah as well. I actually thought Utah would have been fighting for a wild card spot a little later into this season too. I had Utah actually making the playoffs in my preseason predictions. But I also had Vancouver winning the Pacific in my preseason predictions. So this guy is a big dumb doo-doo head who doesn't know anything. Never listen to this person right here, right? Here's Arvidsson. Shot from the point goes wide. Corey Perry towards the net. That's fought off by Riddick. Corey Perry once again towards the net. Goes wide. Honestly, yeah, this game does feel like it's taken forever, right? This is a long game. Here's a shot on Riddick, and he'll hang on to that one as well. How much you want to bet Knob still? Nah, he won't pull the goalie. Not when you're down by 5. Not happening. What about trading for Tristan Jarry? Nah. I don't think I'd like that. They're going to be something to watch in the coming years. Demigod show that today. Yo, Montreal. That's going to be fun. Montreal's got a fun team. Oh, man. Dallas Eakins. I think Eakins is I have a lot of thoughts on Dallas Eakins that I can't articulate in one live stream right now. But I do have a lot of thoughts on Dallas Eakins. Yeah, Randy Carlyle was a great coach. Yeah, he was the Ducks GM when they won the Stanley Cup, 2007. We got 4 minutes to ruin the shutout. Have a good one, Austin. See you next time. Much love from a Flames fan. Hey, Deadly Flames, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate that. Hopefully I see you around during the playoffs. Hopefully we see them Flames find a way to sneak in too. I'd be okay with Gibson or Demko. And yes, the injury concerns are there. His swarm defense. Was he still? I don't think he was playing this. I don't know what kind of defense he was playing. I know he's done interviews since he coached Edmonton, and he said after 4 games they stopped the swarm defense in Edmonton, but I didn't watch enough of the Ducks when he was with them. Oilers need Torts next season. I think they need a little bit of intensity. I don't know if Torts is the guy. Now, I'm not saying that Tortorella is a bad coach, a good coach. I'm just saying that as a player, when I played, I like intensity. I like coaches that hold you accountable. They don't care who you are or what your status is. Everyone's treated equally for the most part. And Tortorella is a guy that I would run through a wall for. But what's up, Whiskey? Did he really? Oh, no. Oh, the swarm defense. 2:48 to play in the third period, and most of Rogers Place has already exited the building. A lot of fans are just kind of chilling. I see some fans waving. LA in 6. Oh, no, Whiskey. We got to have faith. We have to think the Oilers will show better when they have McDavid and Draisaitl in the lineup, right? Oh, and there's a slash. Broken stick on the Kings, not called for some reason, and Nugent Hopkins will come up with it. Nuge loses it once again. Turnover after turnover. Here comes Fiala on a breakaway, and that's stopped by Calvin Pickard. Here's Connor Brown now. He'll feed Arvidsson with speed to the middle. Here's a shot by Arvidsson, and that's stopped by Riddick. puck up the ice. Oh, and I don't know who connected with who there. I think Quinn Hudson hit someone. Incidental contact. Bouchard. Oh, no. Yeah. I think Tortorella would hate a player like Bouchard 100%. Here come the Kings now through the neutral zone. Here's Malott. Tries to center it. Comes to the blue line. Nobody was home for LA, though. LA just kind of playing keep away. 1:20 left here in the third period as they just try and close this thing out for their goalies, as it looks like it'll be a second straight shutout for the Kings against the Edmonton Oilers. Of course, they beat the Oilers 3-0 about a week ago. Actually, less than a week ago. What day was that? It was a Saturday afternoon. It was like a week ago. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, Golder. Get on my Leafs bandwagon. I'm kind of feeling Ottawa. I'm kind of feeling Ottawa whiskey. Now, obviously, like Knobloch, when he's behind the bench during games, we only see what we see when he's in front of the cameras. Knobloch could be a hard ass in the locker room. We don't know. I don't think that he is. He doesn't give that vibe off to me, but Cutter Gauthier looks like a great player. Hey, Cutter Gauthier is a great player. Doesn't look like one. He is already a great player. There was a game, I kid you not, during the Decade of Darkness. It was 2010. I went to an Oilers and Ducks game, and the Oilers lost 4-0 and had 16 shots on net the whole game. It was either 14 or 16 shots on net. And I believe it was during the 2010 season, the 09-10 or 10-11 season. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. It was horrifying. Horrifying to watch. Oh, you know Knobloch's going to bench Jeff Skinner. So the LA Kings, they get home ice. The game is over. That is the final score. I guess I wasn't changing the periods. It said first period the whole time, the whole game. Well, Edmonton lost 5-0. So, hey, listen, Kings fans, GG's. Enjoy that home ice advantage. I am so looking forward to this weekend. Game 1 this weekend, folks. For the Kings fans that tuned in, I will be live streaming during games. So I fully expect you Kings fans and Oilers haters, because I'm sure there's a few people coming in to see my reaction after this game. If the Oilers lose any game during the playoffs, I want y'all in the chat pointing your finger and laughing at me, because it's fun. At the end of the day, it's just a fun sport. I like interacting with the fans. I like a bit of trash talk when it's towards me, as long as we're respectful of the community and everyone else that is chatting. But hey, listen, I appreciate it. You're all a blast. You're all great. I love it. I love interacting with all of you. Who was in net? It was Calvin Pickard. And the Oilers were absolutely cursed on prime hockey this year. I'm sick of the Kings. Hey, listen, we only have a 7-game series coming up against them for the 4th year in a row. So if you're sick of them now, you might be sick of them even more in about 2 weeks from now. Yeah, we'll have to see, Kurt. We'll have to see. Listen, everyone that donated super chats, we had Wee Potato with the super chat, Not Owie, Oilers PF, CS Man. Thank you all so much, by the way. It was just incredible. Danny became a member. Anyone that got a gifted membership tonight, I gifted 20 memberships. I'm going to gift another 10 on Wednesday. The Oilers play the San Jose Sharks Wednesday night. I will be going live once again, so I hope to see some of you there. Hopefully, I'll have some hockey cards. We can open some packs of cards during intermissions. I'll do more membership giveaways, and we're getting real close to the playoffs. I'm very much looking forward to it. So anyone that tuned in, whether you chatted or not, whether you hit the like button or not, doesn't matter. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Thank you all for your support as always. You all humble me at all times. I am going to record the post-game fan reaction. So if you want to see that and you're not yet subscribed to the channel, I will have that uploaded within the next hour or two. Of course, you can always watch it in the morning. I'm sure lots of you are going to bed. So We will see you all very, very soon. I love all of you. As always, folks, make sure you tell someone that you love them and fight like a kid. Fight like Ben, as always. I appreciate all the love and support. I know I didn't do a live stream for like a month and a half. The fact that over 100 people tuned in tonight, it was great to see all of you. So thank you all so much. We'll see you all soon, folks. We'll see you for the post-game fan reaction, and we'll definitely see you Wednesday night against the Sharks. Take care, everyone. Have a safe night, and we'll see you soon.